If that's what you're going for, the laugh. If you just want to rep that you listen to Part of My Take, that's cool too. But I just feel bad because I'm not going to laugh because I hear it
all the time. I was going to say maybe we just have a good drive Max. You're going to love that. Yeah. On today's Part of My Take, we have a twofer for the people. Our good friend Max Homa in person at Olympia Fields. We went and walked the course with him yesterday. It was awesome. So we also got to interview him, catch up with him. We also have Vernon Davis. You all know him, one of the best tight ends of the last 20 years. Vernon Davis on the show. We're going to do Mount Rushmore of best broadcaster calls of all time, which I'm shocked we haven't done. A lot of pressure on Jake.
Did we look it up?
A lot of pressure on Jake.
I'll triple check, but I don't think so.
I don't remember doing it. A lot of pressure on Jake. We're going to read some headlines because there's not a ton going on. We got Fyre Fest, and it's all brought to you by our friends at Cars.com. Wherever life takes you next and whoever you're looking to be, there's a car for that on Cars.com. Whether you're moving from the suburbs to the city so you want a smaller, sportier car, or you're expanding your family and want a safer option, or you've taken up snowboarding and need more cargo space for the gear, their advanced search filters to help you narrow down the car you're looking for. They have deal badges that identify the best deals, and they even have quick and easy ways to sell or trade in your car. Over 2 million cars for 2 million possibilities to meet your changing needs. Up to 50,000 cars are added daily to Cars.com, so you know you'll find a car you love. Max is going to buy a car soon, and we showed him Cars.com, the app they have. It is so easy. Even Max could figure it out. So find your next possibility on Cars.com. Where to next with Cars.com? They've got it all, and it's super easy, super intuitive. Cars.com. Go find one. Go find over 2 million cars for 2 million possibilities, all at Cars.com. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take. Today is Friday, August 18th. And boys, I'm looking it up right now. We have exactly, it's loading. There's a website countdown to kickoff. It's loading. How many days to kickoff? It's 20 days, 9 hours, 42 minutes, 55 seconds.
I'm rock hard right now.
20 days, less than 3 weeks. I start the show this way because I think I speak for everyone here. At this point of the summer, just give me football.
We're there. We're basically there already. We got preseason tonight. We've had preseason. We're getting into the preseason takes. Some of the first injuries have started to happen. It does feel like there's football going on.
Yes.
We would never overreact to preseason takes whatsoever. But yeah, it is. I consider this to be football season. Hard Knocks is going on, which I've had a couple days to think about Hard Knocks and kind of digest it for a while. Hard Knocks is not what it used to be, sadly.
No.
It's still interesting. You still get football. You still get the shot of the sprinkler. You get pads hitting against each other. You get to hear football. Mm-hmm. That's kind of nice. But it's almost like you're hearing like a train coming around a corner, and you can feel the vibration on the tracks, but it's not quite there yet. I want that train about to run me over. I want that light right in my face.
I think did the Jets ditch their second day of practice with the Bucs today? That was a story. That's where we're at with the stories. I think the Bucs showed up and they're like, wait, where are the Jets?
Oh, there's training camp fights though.
Yeah.
We're at that part of the season where these guys are sick of hitting each other. They want to hit somebody else. They finally get to hit somebody else and they get into big brawls with them. The skirmishes last about 5 seconds. And then depending on what kind of coach you are, you either say, this is awesome, I'm very glad that this happened. Like Dion, who said my only problem was the guys that didn't fight.
Yep.
Shout out Dion. Although Dion, not exactly a great fighter, you wouldn't say. He's thrown a couple punches his day, but then you get the coaches that are like, I'm going to pull guys from practice if they fight. That's my rule.
Yeah.
I tend to be, if you sucked last year, you want your guys fighting. If you were good last year, you don't want your guys fighting.
Keep everyone safe.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this the last few Fridays. We're just going to read some headlines because this is what's going on in the sports world. We are a sports podcast. We're going to bring you the headlines that matter. So
from all around the globe.
From all around the globe. Let's start with Nuggets, Lakers, Suns, Warriors to tip NBA season.
Yeah, who would have thought that the reigning champions would play against the Lakers starting the season? Never would have guessed it.
No, sorry. For a second there, I thought the Lakers won the title.
Well,
because it made you think.
You know what?
For a while there.
I'm so excited about this game. You know why, Big Cat? This is a rematch of the best NBA game of all time.
Yes.
And nobody ever talks
Game
about
one.
it because it was game one of, was that the Western Conference Finals?
Yes. It also is a rematch of the best sweep of all time.
That's true, yeah.
The most exciting sweep of all time. Could have gone 7, didn't, went 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be fun to watch. Yeah, that's all.
Great job. Also, the NBA needs to learn a lot about sports from the NFL, namely like allow tackling and that sort of thing.
And 7 points.
And 7 points, which, yeah, we got a little bit of shit given to us by Troops the other day because he's like, oh, y'all not make fun of football, right? But football, it's like you score 6 points and it's worth on one touchdown. In football, proper football. Blood. If you score 1 goal, it's only worth 1 point, isn't it? It's like, yeah, dude, don't be a fucking idiot. Make your goals worth 3 points.
Yeah.
Make penalty kicks worth 2.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's very easy.
Very easy to do, and you get the illusion of higher scoring. But the NBA needs to learn from the NFL and know how to properly do a schedule release. I had no idea that the NBA schedule release was today. The NFL gives us like the announcement of the date of when the schedule release will be released. Then you get the official date of when the schedule release is going to be. And then finally you get the schedule release.
And don't forget the leaks too.
And you
get all the leaks.
And then,
would anyone even want to leak this?
No, well, maybe the Chargers social media team could do like an anime thing for the NBA, help them out a little bit, get some buzz going.
By the way, that just triggered something in my head talking about 7 points for football and how soccer should change their point scoring system. Big time, get your math tightened up, because football math, you'll the first week you want to maybe watch a preseason game and do some counting exercises, get yourself ready, figure out where you're on pace for, totals math, all that stuff.
And learn the channels.
Learn the channels.
You forgot the channels. Jake, can you remind us the week before the NFL season starts to go back and review all the new rules that have been put in place?
Got it.
Because there's probably like 2 rule changes. They did something with the kickoff, but we need to be on it. We need to be in mid-season form week 1. Also, that's the standard that we set
I will
for ourselves.
present. I'll do a presentation 2 weeks from today on the show.
Okay. And, I would like that. And then
I love Jake volunteering to do like a class project.
Yeah, of course. Mrs., you forgot to sign some homework.
That was never me.
Yeah, okay,
I get that.
Sure.
I get that comparison all all the time on Twitter. And it was
that's
never
interesting.
me. I would hate those people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why? Because they said it before you. We also
we do need to grade Jake on a curve, because for the longest time we were comparing him to who he happened to sit next to.
Correct.
So yeah, sitting next to him, it's like, of course Jake would be that guy. But now you're your own man, Jake.
We also need a reminder, Jake, in that same episode when we do your presentation, I would like to give Hank a math quiz, football math quiz. So we'll just shoot numbers at him and see how fast he can do it.
Got it.
Just get everyone
2 weeks
sharp.
from today.
Yep.
I guess
that's our preseason.
Friday, September 1st. Get ready.
Yes. And Max, maybe you do a slide of the new names, new places that we did a few months ago, but just maybe refresh us, okay?
I'll just put together
Max
a PowerPoint.
can't even talk in his mic. He's not gonna be able
We'll
to
do
make
all
a
these things
slide.
in one presentation.
Okay, perfect. All right, next headline. Sources: Thorne wins Auburn starting QB job. The second biggest story on ESPN.com right now is the Auburn starting QB job. I'm just using this as a segue to say we have college football coming up next week. We have Andy Staples on the show. Week after, we're going to have Tom Fernelli. We don't forget about college football.
I am actually more excited about this college football season than I've been in a very long time.
Yeah,
I've been listening to the podcast, reading all the. So Andy talked to us a little bit about cruising message boards. We'll have to get into that when he's actually broadcast on the show. But going to college football message boards is where you get the actual truth about sports and really life in America. I love SEC message boards. They are the best. Tiger droppings, Hogville. Just feed it, inject it directly into my veins.
It's the lifeblood of Southern culture.
I've been saying that if Hogville was in charge of running our nation's defenses on 9/11 and tracking jets, they would have been able to stop it. They are the true Mark Wahlbergs.
Ex-Northwestern coach Fitzgerald volunteers at high school. No word from Darren Ravel yet.
Interesting. I hope it's Darren Ravel's high school. That would be great.
That would be great. Yeah, interesting that Darren hasn't talked about it.
I'm surprised that he hasn't gone down to Alabama yet.
Yeah.
He should go down there just for a week. That's the ultimate rehab assignment for a coach that is either fired or has to be removed in disgrace. Is you go to Alabama for 1 season, you get rehabbed, and then next thing you know, boom, new job.
Just go to Walmart, buy a polo, some khakis, stand on the sideline. They'll eventually be like, oh yeah, he's part of the team.
Yeah. Urban Meyer should do that too.
Yeah, he should.
That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
absolutely should. Lions wide receiver Williams likely out for rest of preseason. I'm starting to think that Jameson Williams might be cursed because if you remember, he's already out for 6 games for gambling, and now he's out. Which is a weird rule that you can play in the preseason when you're suspended from the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
But he was, because he was injured last year from Alabama, tore his ACL, so missed most of last year. They were using the preseason to try to get him reps. So halfway through this season, they're able to get him, just insert him into the offense. Now he's out again. He might be cursed.
I think that I'm going to take his side on this because Dan Campbell was saying if he's going to be suspended, if he's going to miss games, we're going to ride him so hard in the preseason and practice. He's going to be out there taking every rep. I think that he probably just got overrepped.
Yeah, he did. That can happen.
You got overrepped.
I get overrepped all the time. Yeah. Sources, Eagles, Reddick to have thumb surgery.
Damn.
Uh-oh. Wait, this is breaking news.
Wait,
Max.
what team does he play for?
It says Eagles, Reddick.
Oh wow, the Eagles. That's the same city as
I think
as
Max
the
thinks
Sixers.
this is a prank.
This is a prank.
Nope.
No.
Not a prank.
Okay, so let's click it open. Hassan
Wait.
Reddick to have thumb surgery. Eagles edge rusher Hassan Reddick will have surgery on his injured thumb.
Oh,
The league
we'll just put
source
like a
confirmed.
club on it. It's fine.
The
That's
injury
fine.
occurred Monday, joint practice with Cleveland Browns. Although Reddick is expected to miss practice time, the Eagles are confident he'll be ready for the regular season
Oh,
opener against
who gives a fuck?
the Patriots.
He didn't have that many sacks last year, right, Big Cat?
None in the Super Bowl.
Oh, he had 16 sacks last year.
Did he have
yeah.
any in the Super Bowl?
No,
I don't think your
was-
old defense had any in
mean,
the Super Bowl.
Fucking saw it.
Yeah, the sod. Sod. You still are upset. Anheuser-Busch back as sponsor of Commanders. This is some real headlines.
That's Josh Harris, baby. That's the Josh Harris.
Should have done
effect right
Coors Light.
there.
Should have.
Should have. But there was a quote that I read from Jason Wright, friend of the program, that now people are eager to do business with the Washington franchise that were once not eager to do business with them at all. So interesting.
What changed?
Interesting that one guy can make that big of a difference. Yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking good. Although it would be very funny if Anheuser-Busch, if Bud Light tried to get in and like reverse their image because there's the rumblings of the Commanders changing their name back to the Redskins.
Mm-hmm.
So Bud Light's trying to swing. They're trying to swing the pendulum the other way and be like, look, we're in favor of going to the Redskins. Please start drinking our beer again.
Yeah.
Although they're not going to change the name back to the Redskins.
No, they should be the Hogs. Last one, Chiefs superfan indicted on bank robbery charges.
How many times are they going to indict this guy?
He's like Trump.
Yeah, it's absurd. This is a witch hunt.
They just keep throwing indictments.
This
I'll say this.
It's a very politically motivated DA.
I'll say this. I don't really understand what an indictment is.
An indictment is when they find enough evidence to bring charges against you. So they go to a grand.
Are you going to jail or no?
That's the arraignment is when they bring you in. When you get indicted, yeah, then they bring you in and they book you at your arraignment.
What's the percentage of indictments that end up in jail?
I think you have to be apprehended or show up to an arraignment if you're indicted.
So indictment really is they basically like send you.
You get a warrant.
Yeah, they send you a letter in the mail being like, hey, you ran this red light.
You get a warrant.
I got indicted a lot of times in New York. Yeah,
so that you have charges that are formally pressed against you when you have an indictment. I was reading some of these charges. They seem just Mickey Mouse. Does double jeopardy exist in this country anymore?
It should.
Because I think he got indicted on 11 charges of robbing banks.
I thought you were talking about Trump.
No, not him.
What do you think about his?
About Trumpson? I actually have a piece of legal advice for Trump.
Yeah?
He should flip on his son.
Ooh.
How funny would that be if Trump actually is the one that turns state's witness and he's like, Don Jr. was in charge of the entire thing, sends his son to prison, Donald Trump gets off scot-free.
Well, I mean, he could also just put in Jared Kushner. Kushner is Tom Wambsgans.
Get rid of all...
They're just sitting on a boat being like, you're going to do the time, bro.
Getting rid of your son-in-law. Somehow I think he hates his son more than he hates his son-in-law, though.
I could see that.
Yeah, it would just be very funny to have Trump be in a court of law pointing his finger at his son. He's like, I wanted to concede the election, but this son of a bitch put me up to it.
I just know, not to get political, I just have indictment fatigue. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean anything to me. I just keep seeing this word, and I'm like, tell me when something happens, because as of right now, it doesn't matter to me.
What do you think Trump's weight's going to be? Because they have to weigh him in when they bring him in.
Shit. He's a hoss.
He's a hoss.
He is a hoss. So I'm not going to, whatever his weight is, that's hoss.
I think it's
not fat, it's hoss.
255, like a linebacker.
Yeah. He's
basically Brian Cushing.
He's a hoss. And then trending stuff on Twitter, The only thing I saw was we were laughing. Theo Epstein is trending because one Yankee fan said, who would you rather have be your GM next, Derek Jeter or Theo Epstein?
Mm-hmm.
Who would you rather have be your – and we like Derek Jeter, friend of the program, recurring guest. But who would you rather have, Derek Jeter or the greatest, GM guy of all time?
I would rather have Derek Jeter be the GM of the Yankees. From my perspective. For us.
Yes, for context, because Theo Epstein being the GM means the Yankees will win a World Series
be competent.
in 5 years.
Yeah, Derek Jeter, great player, maybe not that great of a general manager.
People are asking. Okay.
One person is.
Any other stories? Any other things? I did see Chris Bosh just had to twist the knife a little bit. He said if the Bulls were able to trade Luol Deng to the Clippers back in 2010, the Big Three would have happened in Chicago. That hurt.
Yeah.
I feel so stupid for that whole summer thinking that it was going to happen.
You really did?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think Chicago, New York. I can't remember if there was another. I mean, Cleveland obviously thought LeBron was going to stay.
I think the Knicks had a chance.
No,
right?
I say New York.
Oh,
yeah.
Duh.
Chicago, New York.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
you're
yeah.
saying you wanted that to happen?
At the time, yeah.
So
Yeah, it would have had to be a LeBron fan.
yeah, that's
Yes.
basically what.
No, yeah. I mean, this was 13 years ago, so he's done a lot of bad for the world
Max,
since.
is this your first time listening to Big Cat talk about sports? If he can get a great player on his team,
I just
he
wanted
will
to say it.
completely flip his opinion and
Dude,
figure out a
I
way to
was
spin his way into being a
Rooting
LeBron
hard for that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I just wanted you to say you would have been a huge LeBron fan.
We were all connecting the dots, being like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it didn't happen.
It's kind of crazy that Wade played here. Like,
very
what was
briefly.
That? I think
Yeah.
he played for the Cavs too,
Yes, he did.
which is weird.
Wait,
Yes, he
Dwayne Wade
did.
played for the Cavs?
Yes, he did. His last year.
We should put together a
Well, he
list.
came back to Miami.
Yeah.
But
we should put together a list of holy shit, I forgot that guy played theirs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Mount Rushmore of it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Monday.
Love it.
Mount Rushmore of holy shit, that guy played there.
Okay.
Yes. That's great. Okay, anything else before we get to our interviews? We have great interviews, great Mount Rushmore coming. I can't think of anything. It's football season.
It's football. Football's back. Football's so back.
We've done some great football interviews coming up. I know people are like, oh, another golfer. First of all, I'll have Max Homa on whenever he wants because I think the best interviews we do are the guys that we're genuinely friends with. And second of all, we have football coming. We got so much football coming. You're going to be football coming out of your fucking eyeballs.
Out of your asshole.
Yeah, out
I'm
of your
gonna shit at
asshole.
football. There is a Women's World Cup Finals this weekend.
What?
Oh, I saw U.S. parted ways with the coach.
Yeah,
Wait,
of
they're
course
still
they did.
playing that?
Yeah, they're still playing. You didn't watch it? The England game was pretty good actually the other day.
Listen, the minute we were out, the tournament was canceled. As far as I'm concerned.
I think it's coming home.
What? Who? When? And where?
It's England against Spain in the finals, and then it's
when?
That's Sunday morning.
What time?
It's way too early. And then there's a consolation match, which take the over on the consolation match.
Yeah.
Those games always have a lot of goals. For full disclosure, I
Sunday
am
at 5 a.m.
I am 0
Oh,
I'm 0-12 in the Women's World Cup
I
gambling
lost
somehow.
so much money on the women's World
0-12, haven't won a single bet. Mr. Women is just not working out this time around. But
Yeah.
women are very mysterious to me in general.
Cup. 5 a.m.
I don't know if that's local, Eastern.
No,
It's
I think
definitely not
the
local.
The computer does it for you.
Yeah, so that's 5 a.m. Chicago, so 6 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, so I'm taking the over in the consolation match, and then I'm taking a tie. I'm taking a draw at the end of regulation in the finals because FIFA's rigged. People forget that.
That's a great sleep bet.
Yeah.
A draw.
Well, I'll wake up at about 7 a.m. as the game's ending.
Yeah.
And I'll get to see hopefully overtime.
Yeah. Sleep bets play. Okay. Let's get to our interviews. We got Max Homa, then Vernon Davis. Max Homa is brought to you by our friends at Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Created by fans for fans, Game Time is a ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. It's possible with the Game Time app. The biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you could never buy. The purchase process takes just 2 taps and 10 seconds. And once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone. No printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share tickets with friends via text so you can get into the game seamlessly. Skip the hassle. Enjoy the moment. We got the rest of the baseball season. We got some summer concerts still going on. The boys went to last week. I'm going to go to some Cubs games. It's all going to be with the Game Time app. Go check it out right now. Download the Game Time app or go to the website, enter your email, and redeem code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Okay, here he is, Max Homa. Okay, we now welcome on our very, very good friend. It is Max Homa. We're at the FedEx Cup playoffs at Olympia Fields. the second to last tournament. I want to congratulate you, by the way, for making the cut this weekend. So congratulations on that. There is no cut.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going to congratulate me on getting honorable mention for the Mount Rushmore.
You got honorable mention, though.
Yeah, no,
that's big. This is the problem with doing that Mount Rushmore. Every single guest that we truly love comes on. They're like, so that's how you feel about
Hank's
me.
in trouble with Edelman.
Yes, way more trouble.
Bad.
Yes, we would have picked you, but he made us pick Chris
I know.
Berman.
I heard it too. Yeah.
In a podcast that's filled with bad ideas, that was by far and away our worst.
Yeah, we ranked our friends
terrible
publicly.
idea.
Yeah,
we were like, hey,
here
here are our friends. But yes, we're here. Big weekend. Very excited for you. We got to walk with you. We got to walk behind you, watch how the sausage gets made. You looked. I'll say this: doing the pro-am and seeing you play up close. You do actually have to putt the ball into the hole. I noticed you weren't doing that every single hole. So that's a tip.
Yeah, I was scooping a lot of them. We get this lovely thing in Pro-Am Day where par is your friend. Worst you can make is par. You feel real good going into Thursday.
I need to
play. Yeah.
Par is your friend.
Yeah.
I saw you warming up when you were putting out of the putting green. I think I figured out your little stance that you do.
Yeah?
You got your legs spread apart. You're trying to feel the undulations of the green, and then you do this little flex thing with your knees, and that's where you figure out what the slope is.
Separator, yeah.
Because is it like one knee stops spinning before the other, and that's how you can figure out which way it's going?
I think, yeah. If you obviously can like see part of a slope, and I feel like I'll go in there kind of sideways, and when I do the cool knee thing, I feel like I come back at 0, so then I can actually feel what it really is. So I don't let myself.
Can you like lay down on the green?
Probably.
That would be
that
awesome.
actually is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
What about a level? Can you put a level out there?
That's one.
Illegal?
Yeah, that's why I practice my feet, because I use a level to help me.
If you do a level, you could just roll a ball.
Just
roll a golf ball.
Or just what you should do is just put levels in your shoes that only you can see.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Is that aim point? Are you
aim point?
pointing?
Nice, dude.
Yeah, I watched a YouTube video of
nice.
it. And then I did it. I tried it.
And
I don't know what I'm doing. I stood there and I was like, you're supposed to guess the thing from 1 to 3, and then you do the...
Guess is probably not the right word.
Yeah, well, that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I went out and I was like, oh, I'm going to do aim point. And it did nothing for me.
You sound like everybody I meet that does. I saw a YouTube video, and I tried it, and this is my thing now.
Yeah, I aim pointed.
Yeah, that's how I feel like I watch a YouTube video before I go to sleep about golf, and then I'll think about it in my sleep, and I'll wake up the next day and be like, that was a great practice session I just had.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm good
it's
at
like
golf.
Back in, what they say in high school or college, if you slept with the book under your pillow, you'd learn it by osmosis.
I believe it.
It's the same thing.
That's a fact.
I believe it 100%.
Got me through college.
Yeah, or just, take a bunch of Adderall and then just lock yourself in the library. That too. Same thing. But all right, so I know the season isn't complete because we have this big weekend and hopefully next weekend. But overall, what would you rank your game right now?
Like out of 10?
Yeah. Do it in the balls method. Glenny balls out of 5. 5 balls is the max.
Like 4.3.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
4.3
I
balls.
like to leave a little room for
Now,
improvement.
so if you're judging your game, have you ever played at a 5? Or is it like 4.5 is the best and then you just need a couple lucky breaks?
Yeah, I've probably never played at a 5. I've probably had days that were a 5.
Right.
This darn game, man, you play 4 days, so you always feel like an idiot one of them. But yeah, you usually get, especially when you win, you get lucky a bunch, and things seem to go your way. Yeah, I would love to play at a 5 once for 4 days to know what that feels like. That'd be so cool.
I would imagine. When you broke the record at LA Country Club, that was probably a 5,
my home
right?
course though. So
we call it a track, actually.
it's a track.
Did
yeah.
you?
track.
Now
track.
we defended you because we love you. That is part of that. That actually is the good news, because when we do the Mount Rushmore and we forget you, or people yell at you on the course, those are the bad sides. But we defend you on the other sides. People were coming at you for practicing after the U.S. Open.
That was a wild.
Can you explain it to people? Because I feel like it was a totally regular thing that people are like, "What the hell?" It's almost like the Drake meme. He thinks he's on the team.
Yeah. That was one of those. I felt like I had a good, nice. I was really, really bummed out Friday, like really bummed out, and so went and practiced Saturday. That was one of those moments where I flipped my phone on and I saw people saying, "Why is he practicing?" What a look at me moment. And that was when it was like, all right, no phone for a while. This is bad. So I don't think it's very rare or weird. My coach is at the golf course, so I would like to practice with him. The balls and everything are set up. I would still need to call. Sunday I went and played golf with my friends Greg and Mark and all them, and we got to go to their golf course. But Saturday morning I was like, oh, I'd like to get some work in because I missed the cut. My coach is not going to drive all over Los Angeles while he's also coaching people playing on the weekend.
Right.
And then when other people said, why then are you wearing your logos? Those are the only shirts I brought because I thought I was going to make the cut.
Right.
So it wasn't like a JJ Watt moment, like bringing the cameras out there.
No.
If anything, it's Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Always trying to grind and get better.
If anything, it's I don't know why they were filming me when I missed the cut. You should go film somebody else.
Well, it's also a very simple rule of like, did you post about it? No. So clearly, like if no one had posted that you were there, no one would have known you were there. So it doesn't really matter.
I just tried to get in, get some work, get out. I'm just trying to get better at this game. You can't yell at me because I lost money on your bets, and then also yell at me for practicing.
That's true.
That's
a
fair.
good point.
That's fair.
And also, I think people in a weird way are like, well, he probably took a practice spot from someone who's competing.
I went as far down the left as I could. I wanted nothing to do with all the people who were beating my ass all week. I wanted to just live in anonymity over there. So
yeah.
Well, we do have to respect you now because you did finish top 10 at a major. That was huge.
That was
at
so
the Open
big.
Championship.
That was big.
Very
I
big.
felt it. It was big.
I felt it too in my bank account. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So thank
Nice.
you for that, Max.
You're welcome.
Very
So-
proud
You're
of
welcome.
So you feel like are you playing the best golf of your life?
It's been this year has been for sure the most consistent. I don't feel like I have a glaring weakness. You still go through lulls where it sucks, but for the most part, I feel like when I'm playing good. Yeah, Hartford. That was Thursday was a tough one.
Well, when you did text me at like 2 a.m. You're like, hey, are you in New York this weekend? On like Friday night. And I was like, oh, Max is going through it.
I was going through it. Back-to-back miscuts.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you want to come down to New York.
So Colt, have you guys met Colt Nost?
No.
Colt knows he works out here. He works for he does all the encore stuff. And his wife Natalie, who I'm close with, she had come in for Colt's birthday, and so she doesn't do anything while he's at the golf course. So she's like, we should go have a girls' day in New York and do all this stuff. I'm like, cool. This was at 1 a.m.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna go like have a spa day and do the whole thing. I was like, oh man, I've never gotten to see the Barstool office. Maybe I'll do that. So I texted you at 2, and I woke up. I'm like, there's a 0% chance I'm getting all the way to New York.
I saw it when I woke up at like 6:30, and I was like, yeah, I don't think this is a text that was sent with sound mind.
I've been doing better with the drunk texting as I've gotten to be in my 30s, but that was definitely a bold, dumb decision.
Oh, well, I'm honored that I got a you up drunk text. But yeah, so it's been you said it's been the most consistent year.
Yeah,
overall?
it definitely has felt really good. I feel like when I'm playing well, I've had good results, and when I haven't, I've turned those into like top 25s. I'm pretty proud of. I'd always, even in years past when I'd had good seasons, last year was my best season up until this one. I didn't have a ton of top 10s, but my high finishes were really good. This year I am at 10 top 10s, so I was really proud of that. So it's definitely been better. There's obviously a lot of great golfers I got to continue to catch up to, but it's been nice to just see some of that consistency translating to like the results.
And you're in 6th or 7th place. What are you in right now?
6th, yeah.
6th place. So
6th.
you probably don't know this off the top of your head. How much money does that translate to if you finish in 6th?
Like 2.5 million probably.
Yeah, you do know it. Yeah, that's a lot
I
of
got
money.
5th last year, so I know what the base is. So
It's crazy the amount of money that they put into the FedEx Cup.
Yeah.
Absolutely life-changing
we are
stuff.
very. Someone asked us why we go to Memphis. One of my buddies texted me, "Why did we go to Memphis like last week? Because it was hot as the sun."
Yeah, you said you wanted to rip all the hair off your body.
If I had enough time, I think I could have done it.
You just shave. Yeah, the smoothest
but
golfer.
I mean, FedEx is there, and I mean, the least we can do for FedEx is play in their backyard.
Yeah.
It's not like the biggest ask. Although I would like it if they could somehow turn the AC on just a little bit.
How was your pants situation last week?
I wore white on Sunday.
Okay,
so
that was smart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lucas
Glover
LG did not get the memo.
I mean, they were just following him around.
He was
with the
wearing
swamp
it
ass.
looked like he was wearing the thickest coat.
I know.
On Friday was hotter than Sunday, and I wore a dark because I was talking to Joe prior. This is the inside baseball. I was like, what color pants do I wear tomorrow? Because Sunday was gonna be worse. He goes, basically, I thought about it. I was like, I'm gonna save white for Sunday, but I had these dark grays. He goes, go dark, and I looked at him on maybe the 12th hole, and he was wearing just the worst gray color you could wear. And I was like, in my head, I looked at him. I was like, it looks like he pissed himself. And I looked down. And I said, it looks like I pissed myself. So it was a tough scene.
It was very hot. And we were talking earlier on the course about one of the programs that you got to play in. You were paired up with Chris Berman.
Oh yeah,
which is amazing. Like you can't draw that up any better. And he's obviously known for being a sweaty guy on the golf course. But you were saying that he shot the round of his life.
It was the best I've ever. he was on fire. I think we became good friends because of it. I've seen him play at Pebble for the Celebrity Pro-Am for the AT&T, and I've been out there and I've watched him, and I mean, he is the most happy-go-lucky, like, you guys know him. He's the best dude. But he just, like, he doesn't move great anymore. And I went out there and I was not expecting a ton just from what I had seen, and he played unbelievable. So, I think future Pro-Ams we might be linked, because I might be his rabbit's foot at this point.
His muse. He just needs a little Max touch, that famous Max touch.
I like that.
Max, I want to bring this up because we do take every opportunity to dump on you when we bet on you and you finish outside the top 10 at a major. You
so mean.
You did
so mean.
All of them but one.
No, this is good. This is good. You finished 4th in the Comcast Business Tour top 10.
Did you bet on that?
That's like,
hell yes.
Well, I didn't bet on it. Unfortunately, I didn't know that I could bet on it. But that's like a sneaky couple mil that isn't talked about that much.
Yeah, and it's like a super top 10. I know it's not a
like a
major,
secret
but like,
top 10.
think about it. 1 week of golf, you get top 10. That's good. But think about like 30 weeks of golf, you're top 4. That's basically better than winning a major.
It is. Good point. Yeah, it is.
That is.
So congratulations for that.
Thank
I want to
you.
make sure to bring that up. There's another thing that I just learned today too, because we have this handy dandy PR sheet. So I looked through it, just planning on asking you like the most generic questions I could find here. But I learned something about you that I don't think you've shared with us before. Maybe you have. You got a phone call from Tommy Lasorda.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you're obviously
No, we're
big.
friends with
You're
him.
big.
Well, I know it.
Well,
Was
actually, we
RIP.
are in the afterlife as well.
Yeah.
So I have it's a funny story. And RIP to Tommy. He was awesome. And the original so I met him doing a Inside the PJ Tour shoot. They took Joe and I to Dodger Stadium. It was awesome. It was empty. We got to run around the bases like little kids. It was the most fun day. And then they said, Tom Lasorda's in his office. Would you like to meet him? And I said, of course. And he made a deal with me that day that if I ever won, he would call me. And I did not think that was going to happen. So I was in the press conference, and they said that there's a phone call for me. And at that, obviously, I was not thinking about that. And at that point, I answered the phone, raspy voice. He's like, Max, it's Tommy Lasorda. I always knew you could do it. But my favorite part of that story is, Tommy's getting up there in age. And I walk in his office, I introduce myself, and I say, I'm Max. He goes, Max, I love that name. And then he's telling me a story, and he's going to sign something for me, and he asked me 6 times what my name was. And the last time, he said it at the beginning, and then the very last one, he goes, oh, Max, I love that name. And I looked at Joe, and I was laughing so hard because it was just like the most perfect. You always want like a story when you meet the legends and kind of your heroes growing up, and I was like, we finally got a story.
I think he was probably the oldest person we ever interviewed. It was awesome that he was able to do it before he passed, but it was a great interview where you're like, this guy has so many great stories. But we realized the interview was over when he went back to story 1. And he just started telling it like he'd never told it. We're like, well, we'll hear it again because it's awesome.
There's a
good time you kicked the Philly Fanatics ass.
Well, that was most of the stories I told were just about different fights that he's been in. It's great.
I'm sure those run together. There's a really cool old video. I can't remember if I was watching on TV or was at the game, but he got to do the It's Time for Dodger Baseball. That's how we as Dodger fans start the game. Somebody gets on the mic and does it, and he got up there and they hand him his mic. And I don't know the woman with him, but she's standing next to him, and I've done it once. You're literally just supposed to yell, "It's time for Dodger Baseball." Obviously, Tommy says some more things as he should, but then he gets into like a rant of a speech, and the woman takes the mic and goes, "It's time for Dodger Baseball." It was awesome.
That's the best.
Yeah, he's an ultimate dude.
All right, we met Joe, your caddy. We squashed the beef.
You guys completely squashed the beef.
Yeah, we squashed
I like
the beef.
Joe.
He doesn't. Yeah, I was afraid that he hates us. He doesn't. He told us.
I didn't want to warn you that he told me last week that he squashed the beef already by listening to you guys.
Oh, he just
again.
mentally squashed the beef.
Yeah, he told me, goes, man, I did it. I caved. It's football season. I have to listen.
that's
He goes, they're
right.
my favorite
Yeah.
podcast. I have to listen.
That's a good grudge that you just stopped listening to us.
Really?
But anyway, so obviously there's no. Are people saying P word? They are.
Yeah.
So we have to stop it.
I mean, sure.
They have to stop it.
giving up.
We're telling you, we've told you before directly. No more P word.
Yeah, it's actually bothering me. So the other thing is, I saw that you also might not like spicy meatball anymore.
It's not. It has nothing to do with not liking spicy meatball. But when I almost do feel bad in a way because I'll have people yell something, and then that joke is it's over. Like any joke, it's like it's the 50th time I've heard it, right? Like, so it's not as funny, and they expect me to laugh. It's like I played with Brooks one time. I actually played with him the day he dyed his hair. Remember we bleached it? And on the very first
That's
tee,
the dude equivalent of just like cutting your bangs. Like, midlife crisis, big time.
Well, we walk off the tee. We had played with him the day before, normal hair or his regular hair, and he walks off the tee and like takes his hat off to kind of like brush back his hair, and we're like, whoa, that is not what you had yesterday. So we start talking about it, and one of the guys in the crowd yells, "Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?" And it was pretty funny because it was like, hit him, everyone at least gave a chuckle. Well, then by the 15th hole, we've now heard that joke 700 times, to the point where it's not funny anymore, and then they look at us and was like, we're being rude. So that's how I am with Spicy Meatball. You guys are funny, and you came up with a funny thing, Spicy Meatball. And you said, say something like Spicy Meatball.
Right.
So everyone said, "Yep, that's
Spicy
the joke."
Meatball.
Now.
Yeah. All right. So we need to.
Be
original.
I like some originality.
Yeah. Be original.
If you want me to laugh, I mean, if that's what you're going for, the laugh. If you just want to rep that you listen to part of my take, that's cool too. But I just feel bad because I'm not going to laugh because I hear it
all the time. I was gonna say maybe we just have a good drive Max. You're gonna love that. Yeah.
Or you're gonna love that.
Yeah, you're gonna love that. Always plays, good or bad. By the way, I just want to for people listening, if you heard someone taking a piss,
it was not us.
It was my nephew who I brought out to the golf course today. He's 6. He just went and took a piss during his very solid stream.
It was awesome.
It was very funny.
Nice work.
So we need to find something more original.
Yeah, you could go with Spicy Meatball, whatever you want. I'm anti P word. I will not laugh.
Yeah.
Or I don't condone it. I'm not cool with that one. Spicy Meatball, I'm cool with. You're probably not gonna get a reaction. If you're looking for a reaction, maybe just like come up with your own joke.
And we should also just remind people that Max is doing his job.
I am
it's
also
a very
working.
stressful job. So maybe after the round of Spicy Meatball works.
Again, I'm cool. Support. I'm very thankful for the support. I'm very thankful for the support I've gotten strictly just through this podcast and my friendship with you guys. It's been awesome. But yeah, I also am trying to win things,
and we actually care about you as much as the bad stuff we say. Like I do. I am like, when I'm watching you, I feel like you have the best compliment I can give you is we have a few relationships through the years with this podcast where it becomes a situation where like I'm rooting for someone more than just like, oh yeah, that guy's been on the show.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually like, I want you to win. I want you to do well.
So you're rooting for Dak Prescott this year.
Dak Prescott is not on that list. The list is not huge.
I would say it's basically you.
It's you. Okay. It's Josh.
You know what? You're not a Mount Rushmore recurring guest. You're a Mount Rushmore human being. Now.
Yes.
And that's more important.
You know what, man?
No, but it's like you, Josh.
That really hit me, man. Thank you.
Yeah. It's you, Josh, Blake
I almost
Griffin.
said something unintentionally mean. I don't mean this as a mean thing. It's going to
Do
sound
it.
mean.
Hit me with it.
You're a better human being than you are a golfer.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, it's
I'd like
hard.
Maybe once in a while, I'd like you to be kind of a dick and a better golfer.
Sure, I would also love that.
It's hard because our reflex is mean because that's what we do. We bust balls on the show. We even had it today when you were walking up one of the fairways and a random woman was like, Max, I love you. I'm a huge fan. You're amazing. And I just blurted out, I was like, well, he's 7th, so he's not amazing. He's like very good.
He's actually 6.
And I was like, why did I say that?
No, but it's good. It's like, I mean, that's guys being guys, dudes being dudes.
Right.
That's how we show affection.
But we do
If you were
care.
only nice to me, I would be.
That would be
you
lame.
hate me.
Yeah, that would be lame. But yeah, we do very much care. So we want everyone to root for Max and be original, and also remember he's doing his job.
Speaking of the recurring guests, you guys met Brian Harmon today?
Yeah.
And you got deep into the megacorp.
It was mega.
Yeah.
It was a mega friendship.
I got to play with him last week, and I had never really noticed his hat, I guess, before, and that's all I could see.
It's all we can
also
because
I'm staring. It's just
he's
direct
short,
eye line.
He's a short king.
His caddy's also like 6'5".
It doesn't help.
Country's a beast.
Yeah. What's his name?
Country.
That's Big Country?
That's just Country?
Big Country.
That's
I could
amazing.
tell he was the man, too, because we were talking to Brian Harmon for like 10 minutes, and he didn't say a word, and then he just said something like very funny at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And we're
He
like,
doesn't
okay.
talk. Yeah, he's a quality over quantity guy.
Right.
I've known him for a while now, and he's awesome. Brian's great. Like, we have a really good relationship, so I love playing with him. But Country's like words per round are very low, but they always hit.
Yeah.
I went up to him and they looked at us. They didn't recognize us because we've just interviewed him over Zoom one time, so we don't have like an established relationship. I walked up to him and his caddy looked like he was going to step forward. And be like,
Take a
stop,
stop.
sir. And so I just blurted
He's got
out.
that,
I was like Megacorp.
Part of Megacorp.
And they're like, oh yeah, they're the Megacorp guys.
Did you by chance meet JT Poston today?
No.
Do you know his caddy Aaron Fleener's nickname nickname is Big Cat. It's been Big Cat
Really?
forever. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta meet him.
Yeah. So
gotta meet him.
he was asking if you guys were out or if I was going to see you guys, and I said you were going to be here today because we figured you guys had to.
We gotta link up.
had to
Big
link
Cat
up,
to Big
yeah.
Cat. How much of the guys on the tour are you like going to dinner with and stuff? That always is interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like you obviously are competing for dollars, and you're like, if you get matched up with someone that you're friends with on a Sunday, it's like no conversation, I would assume. So like, do you try to keep a distance, or are you like, no, I'm with these guys know my life better than anyone else?
As most things go, it's who my wife wants to go to dinner with.
Okay,
So,
all right.
who she's friends with.
Your manager.
My manager.
Yep.
She's very or not she, sorry. This golf thing is interesting. There's definitely like a handful of guys I would be friends with if we didn't all play golf, if we
Yep.
didn't all work together. And then the rest I get along with, but probably not well enough to just like go to dinner.
Right.
So I don't do it a ton, but there's a handful of guys we'll try to link up, especially if everyone's kind of solo and because nobody, I mean, I have a 9-month-old. Nobody's grinding dinner with me
Right.
at the moment.
Right. Wait, so if you get linked up on a Sunday, say you're like, I don't know, 4th or 5th, and you're with like one of your closest friends, is there no conversation?
It actually depends the person. So Colin, I would say Colin and JT are like my closest friends out here. And when me and Justin play, like we played Travelers together, we'll talk a lot. And there's moments where you can kind of tell, like maybe, you know, he was playing great on Friday and I was trying to make the cut. And it kind of felt like one of those, like we both kind of like went our separate ways. And Colin and I are super close, and I love playing with him. And we played the Open together a couple weeks ago. We talked a lot, but we played the final round at the Farmers this year, and we barely talked the whole day. And it's just because you kind of get in grooves where, like, you know, if one guy's playing really great, if they get near the lead, you almost kind of stay away a little bit, let them kind of do their thing. And then if they're not playing well, you also kind of take a step back. But if it's a Thursday, Friday, you're kind of chatting the whole time. But I noticed Colin and I really didn't talk much at all till after. And it was nothing weird. It was just one of those, we both kind of, I think we were grinding against each other. Yeah. So we were like competing, and he's he had that game face on, so I was like, I'm gonna stay my distance.
We're very stupid sports fans, and when you were talking about like, oh, Thursday was a little bit more relaxed, Friday more relaxed, weekend more serious. The strokes count the same on Thursday.
Yes, they do.
On Sunday.
I've actually been trying to do a better job of that. I noticed, like, if I want to talk, start talking. Like if it's gonna help me, that's all that really matters. The only thing is last week I played with Tommy Fleetwood on Sunday, and he has this like mini driver thing, and I've played with a couple people that have had it, and I haven't really seen anybody hit it that great. He hit it unbelievable, at least when I've played with him, and he hit it unbelievable. And on 17 he hit it, and he was right next to the lead. I think he was one back. And he hit it right down the fairway, and I almost went to go tell him, like, oh, I've just seen a lot of people seem to hit that left. Like, I was going to ask him, like, what do you do different to not? But the next hole has water, like, all down the left. I'm like, I'm going to wait till we're done this hole. So he teed off 18. I said, took a lot in me not to talk to you about this, but, like, I asked him. So you try to pick your spots, but it gets, I don't know. For me, like, I've been big on the, hey, if you're going to treat Thursday like it's just a walk in the park, like try to treat Sunday like that as well, Saturday too. And if you're struggling, maybe talk your way out of it a little bit, and go back to enjoying your day. But it is tricky. Everyone's different. It's nice being out here long enough. You kind of know the guys who like to talk and the guys who don't. So if they don't like to talk, poor Joe, I end up just talking to Joe the entire time, wearing him out.
He gets it all.
He's a cool guy.
Therapist.
I like Joe a lot. I felt bad when I was talking to him. I was like, I would hate us too.
Well, Joe's even mentioned, though, he goes, I hate that I like basically took it out on like Big Cat and PFT because he goes, I love them. Like, I love their podcast. He goes, I just don't like what he deals with it more than I do. I can shut it off and just keep walking. And I'm sure he looks at them or I've heard him say things to people like, you know, basically shut the fuck up. So he deals with a lot more of it than I do.
Yeah. Are you still doing the no fucks given on your glove?
Wait, we don't know that's
oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
NFG.
NFG.
We have no idea what it means.
I have like I've read a couple different versions of that. There's been, I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there's been some good other guesses.
Oh, okay. People are guessing.
Yeah.
You should just start doing random letters and have everyone just try to guess what you're talking about.
Not a fucking garden.
Yeah. Ooh. That's a good one.
We made a very inappropriate joke about that I won't repeat. But you can go back and listen to it. I made a guess at what it meant.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to be in the Ryder Cup this year.
Well, I remember your joke now, so I got it.
Yeah.
That's good.
A lot of pressure. Now you're not competing for your bank account. You're competing for America. which is a way bigger deal. You're going back to the homeland, back to
Yeah,
your
I
home,
was gonna say,
your home
playing
track.
on Europe?
That's your home
Ciao.
track in Italy, right?
Ciao.
Yeah. So have you allowed yourself to think that far in advance where you're like, the Ryder Cup's coming up, this is going to be cool?
Honestly, not till last week. I've been trying to. I mean, I've been in the getting a pick category this whole time. I felt like last week open really, but last week solidified it. Where now I think it would be crazy if I didn't, but you never know. But yeah, so I started to like kind of dream about it last week, and it would be amazing. I've watched it so much on TV, and last year at the President's Cup, I was playing with Billy Horschel. And his caddy at the time, he's played Fuchs. He's been to a bunch of Ryder Cups. And he said, "Are you having fun?" And I said, "This is the coolest thing I've ever done." And he goes, "Well, the next time it's hot in Arizona or the next time you don't want to practice, go practice because I promise you the Ryder Cup's 10 times crazier than this." And I can't really imagine what that's like because last year was insane at the President's Cup. So, yes, I'm both nervous and excited, but it'll be fun. Playing for your country's wild. I've done it twice now, and it is insane. So to have it'll be crazy to do it over there where they're going to hate us, which is also kind of fun. I've only ever done it on our soil where you feel like the king of the world.
We can't stop them from saying
No,
spicy
they
meatball.
say whatever they
They
just say
and
it.
they're probably just ordering dinner.
I'm going to look over, and be like, oh, this guy knows me. And they're going to be ordering their
he's
breakfast.
at the concession stand.
That would be sick. I wonder if they do that.
Spicy meatballs.
Yeah, we do pretzels, and they do pasta dishes.
Spicy meatballs. Wait, so do you talk to some of the guys that are going to be on the team? Or have you guys like had a conversation like, hey, this is coming up?
Yeah.
And, like start game planning?
Yeah. Just curious of like who's going to play with who. They do a lot of they have statisticians who kind of like pick who you play with, but we all have like preferences of, like Colin, like I'd love to play with Colin.
Yeah.
And things like that. So we just have talked a little bit about just like what we think would happen, but the team's still so much in flux. You don't really know how it's going to round out.
We should get John Rahm. He went to Arizona State.
Yeah,
Like
we can naturalize
He
him.
basically he was like, I'm going to go to the funnest place in America.
That'd be a really tough sell for a trade.
Yeah.
To get John Rahm.
Yeah, we get John Rahm.
Or Fleetwood, he's got a mullet.
Yeah.
That's pretty. He looks
He
like
could
he
be
could be
an
from
SEC
Alabama.
fan.
Yeah, a million
Yeah.
percent.
There's no difference. Yeah.
Are you a visualization guy?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Here's a great headline. Just visualize this headline. Ready? After the Ryder Cup's over, land of the free and the Homa the brave.
Oh, that's good.
What do you think about that?
That's really good. Did you guys ever see the old picture? There was a couple years ago at the Open Championship. Kevin Kisner showed up the first day with a 1776 hat on.
Oh, love
That's
it.
awesome.
Love it. It's crazy because I feel like this one especially, like everyone's talking, who's going to make the U.S. team? Like the Europe team is so much better. It feels like you guys are going to be the underdogs.
Yeah.
So what better than underdogs on a road game?
And we haven't
Nothing
won.
better.
We haven't won on the road since like the early '90s.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
But
I
our
didn't
team
realize that.
2 years ago, they absolutely dominated. It was one of the most dominating U.S. or performances ever. U.S. won they won by like 13 points.
Yeah,
or
Terrell
something.
Hatton said that it was because of COVID.
Well,
okay.
Make an excuse.
Well, he said it was because of COVID because there were no European fans over there.
Yeah.
And so he's like, it was the American fans and they were being loud and it was obscene, basically.
Sounds like an excuse.
Yep.
Sounds like an
excuse.
Although
I'm leaning into that excuse.
Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
lose.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
We'll spin zone it for you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, no. If you're an American golf fan, you should start planning that vacation right now. What a great trip!
That would, it would be awesome. It was weird. I've had a few people say, "Oh, I'm coming to Rome and this and that," and I think to myself, "That's wild." But I guess it makes sense. I mean, Italy's awesome. Went for the first time last year. The food is a joke.
Yeah.
And I mean,
It's incredible.
we get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
we're big spicy meatball guys.
I'm not Italian, but I have Italian children, so that counts. Right?
It does count.
Yeah.
1% Sicilian.
I have the
according to
shirt that says
23andMe.
"Proud Italian Father."
Yeah.
You can't figure out if it means that I'm Italian or my kids are.
Yeah.
It's my kids Italian, but yeah, I'm a proud
I
Italian
think
father.
you take that. Yeah,
why
you're
not?
good.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right, I have one last question. Rowback question. RHOBACK.com. I'm wearing the polo and the shorts right now. Rowback.com. Promo code TAKE 20% off your first purchase. Rowback.com. Pitch me on Cal coming to the Big Ten. Because you guys are just completely
It's
lost
very
in the
easy.
wilderness.
It's very easy.
What?
It's
You're
an
going to say
easy pitch.
academics?
Would you like a couple easy wins?
Oh, that's true.
that's-
Okay.
yeah,
Would you like to
fair.
expand your fan base to the West Coast? Because at some point, Cal fans might turn, but they'll go straight to the Big Ten.
Okay, but I'm just saying it's you. I mean, have you followed all this? Like
Yes,
you guys are
it's
you guys
incredibly
are cooked
depressing.
right now. I know
It's super depressing.
I do feel really bad because I watch all the conference realignment from a perspective of my team is safe, but I also know that like maybe they aren't in 10 years. You know what I mean? Like it could come for everyone who's not a big dog.
I think the benefit now that I think about that Cal will bring with all the smart folks that have gone there and that go there currently is that we could help you guys change your name to Big 10 to big however many actual teams there are, because they could do the math to figure out how many it is.
That's true.
Because clearly you guys have not quite figured that one out yet. That doesn't seem like a hard adjustment. Just even if one team came
we haven't been 10 for a very long time.
So
it's been like a decade.
It seems a little bit concerning that hasn't been adjusted.
But
yeah, so I think those are a couple of the few things we bring.
Okay.
What about this? Conference. Like every time you beat Cal, you can just dunk on Aaron Rodgers too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, this helps.
No, but
this helps.
Friends now.
Yeah, no, I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan now. I am a huge Aaron Rodgers
It'd be crazy if anybody was like anti-Aaron.
Right.
I hate him.
No.
I hate him.
Good-looking
He's
guy.
a piece of shit. He should be in prison.
For
That's
what?
disgusting. You should be in prison for saying that.
For everything. For murder.
No, wait, we don't joke about that.
Why?
Remember when he said
I'm not joking. He should actually be
I
in
don't
prison.
joke about that.
Oh yeah, that was very funny. In like retrospect, that was a very funny joke that he said we're not joking.
Yes. He fucking neutralized it.
Yeah.
So fast. All right. Well, so I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I'll talk to the commissioner.
And my last is just please.
Yeah, please could maybe get you some.
You don't want to join the ACC?
No.
No. I don't.
That would be just so weird if it was bi-coastal.
The Big Ten's so much cooler. We were talking. I can't imagine okay, Cal doesn't have an enormous budget, and could you imagine like our softball team or our golf team? Well, I guess golf travels a lot, but like softball or baseball team has to go play like Rutgers.
Yeah, Rutgers always gets screwed in this conversation because they
so
always get thrown in there.
Though.
They're always like. Oregon going to Piscataway and Rutgers like, what the fuck
are we
did we
gonna
do?
Like we've been on a bus. Like that's our budget. We have a bus budget.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So we gotta. You didn't graduate from Cal though, so I can't really take anything you're saying seriously.
I was there for 4 years.
You were there for 4 years.
Yeah.
You didn't graduate.
I have to do my thesis.
Are you serious?
Swear, this is the most messed up.
Wait.
I played for my country in college, and that's why I didn't get to go to my last thesis thing.
Now, you might not.
BS.
It might be
Dr.
illegal
Klee, I still
to
have
do
a
it.
vendetta against you.
Well, it might be illegal to do it, but what if we had Billy Football write your thesis for you?
What's it on?
It's basically sociology, interdisciplinary studies,
sociology,
consumer
Billy.
behavior, and
You're
globalization.
such a
Billy,
mimbo.
do you know
Sociology
consumer
is-
behavior and
is-
globalization?
Yeah.
That's Billy. That's right up Billy's alley. He's got that for you.
Sociology is the major that
would be
everyone's like, I'm
huge.
going to go pro.
That would be.
I do sociology and communications.
Well, they gave me
That's
the heads
other
up. I
one.
got in there, and then I kind of nudged the advisor. I'm like, yeah, you know I'm only in here because of the golf thing, right? He goes, oh, we know.
Oh, it's
I was
very
like, okay, cool.
apparent.
He's like, take this class, and this class.
I want to ask you real quick before we're done. You went to a Taylor Swift concert?
I did.
And you fell asleep during the concert?
No, whoa,
Wait, you went with Lurch too?
Yeah, random. Did not know he was going.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I
you-
saw that in the picture.
That's so disrespectful to Taylor.
I did
fell
not
asleep?
sleep. No, I did. How is
The Swifties. Are
I
gonna
heard
be
that you
so
fell
upset.
asleep.
who told you that? My wife's TikTok?
Yeah.
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 I was sitting.
Okay,
Sitting
with
is
your
very
eyes closed?
drastically
You're resting your
different.
eyes.
I mean, I
Eyes
had to
closed?
blink at some
How
point.
can you
we
sit
can-
down for that show? It's just
Dude,
the
buddy,
Eras
you
tour,
tried
man.
3 hours. It was a
a lot.
grind.
You play
That's a lot of Taylor
golf
Swift.
for 4 hours every day and you walk on a course.
Max, I'm gonna tell you
Yeah,
this right
yeah.
now, Max.
Point.
Max,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna tell you,
fair.
Thank
this right now. We can protect you from a lot of things online.
Not
the
Swifties, no
are
shot.
not. We will. I'll join the Swifties. I'll
we
be
got
like,
an-
yeah, that guy sucks.
We got an argument. So our buddy Josh Isner, who's Dave's buddy, took us to the concert. Lurch showed up. He works for Josh, so that was a fun reunion. So it's four guys, four of their wives, and one of our friends, Connor, is 6'8", which is not good at a Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
And everyone stands all the time. And he was being so friendly. He's sitting as much as he can, but he wanted to watch at some point, so he stands up. So we decided to switch and make it guys and girls so that they could all hang out and Swift out and we could just talk. And so I walk over there. I hadn't seen him in it's a long show. I hadn't seen him like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh, how's the show going? We're standing. And the girl behind me yells at me and goes, hey, it's not social hour. It's a concert. I can barely hear myself talk. And I looked at her, I laughed, and she looked at me dead serious. And she goes, you don't know how much this means to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay,
Fair.
sorry. So I stopped talking. And then she starts yelling at him to sit down.
Oh,
and then
man.
finally, Connor had enough after 2.5 hours of being yelled at for being tall shamed. And he finally turned around and lost it. He goes, you know what? Get better seats next time. I just do not know what to tell you. I'm very tall.
It's not social
great.
hour.
But I didn't sleep. I sat down. I was exhausted.
That was very important to her, though.
Yeah, it
But
was.
again,
it was more important to her than all of us.
For the record, you were not sleeping.
Not sleeping.
You're
But
just
I was awake. I was
but you
listening.
don't like Taylor Swift.
It was.
What's
dude,
your
You said
least,
you don't
what's your
like
least
it. It was
favorite Taylor
awesome.
Swift song?
my least
Yeah.
favorite?
Yeah.
I think they're all great.
Okay.
And I'm
Such a
afraid
liar.
of all of you.
You don't care about her.
It was awesome. Plus, I didn't get to see it because of my angle at the stage, but she gave Kobe Bryant's daughter the hat, and it was cool
that's
for me because
nice.
it felt like then it was like full circle. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember because my running joke for a very long time, and it will continue, is anytime a Clippers fan talks shit to me, I tell them that Taylor Swift has more banners at Staples Center than the
That's
Clippers
true.
do.
Yep.
And
That's
that was
like
all 'cause
Michael
of Kobe
Jordan's
Bryant.
numbers retired at the Heat.
Damn,
He
that's
is. They
sick.
retired his number. They're
That's
like,
sick.
he's so good.
Yeah,
But wait,
that's-
so that was smart of you. You just invoked Kobe to make us back off the Swift thing.
But you do
Genius
hate her.
play.
Neutralized.
Genius.
Were
play.
you even
Wait,
wearing
remember
like
Kobe?
were you even wearing like a home decorated Taylor Swift outfit?
Not home decorated. Lurch's was painted on him, but I had the bracelet. I had the Taylor Swift shirt. I was full mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got into it.
All right. We'll call off the dogs.
Please, because
Yeah.
they're frightening.
Yeah.
people.
No, they are.
You don't
They-
want the smoke from Kelly Keys.
No,
do
no.
not.
She will
I've
slit
seen
your
her
throat.
videos. No
Yeah.
shot. That's
No, she is
frightening
very,
woman.
very serious about Taylor
yeah.
Swift. I love
we're
her,
good.
but
Taylor's the
she's-
greatest.
Yeah.
And she should be queen of the world.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Queen of the world.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Well, Max, best of luck this weekend.
Thank you, guys.
We're rooting for you very, very much. And everyone just, lay off Max. Let him go to work. Say something after the round.
Yeah, sure.
Let's win a
I'll take
tournament.
anything that's just not the P word.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
That-
Let's-
Funniest,
Please.
most original comment. Max will give you comment of the day.
yes.
and
comment
also-
of the day. I'll
Yeah.
pin it in my brain.
Just remember, Max is always great for us because he gives us his time. He comes on whenever. If we text him, he's like, "Yeah, come on." If he wins a big tournament, he'll come on drunk that night. So with that, we have to do our part.
Yeah.
So everyone's got to do
You
their
want more drunk me.
Yeah, we want more drunk
We do
Max.
want
We want him to
drunk
win.
Max
We
on
want him
the
to be
show,
drinking out of stuff. We want all that.
We're
so,
sick of second place Maxes on the
Yeah.
show. We want a winner.
Well, it's more like 8th or 9th.
10.
No, no.
T10.
I'm talking about
T10.
Oh, that
this
Max.
this
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, this
He's
guy.
got to be uncomfortable being this close to 2 trophies.
Yeah.
Show him on the camera.
Show him on the camera. Show him on the camera.
Break it out into
Show him
hives.
the camera.
He doesn't
what
know
a
what to do.
loser.
That sweater was black when I walked in. It just turned bright red.
What a loser.
Yeah, he's not content.
Yeah. All right. Thanks,
talk to
Max.
him.
Thank you, guys.
Max was brought to you by our friends at Chevy. Summer is here, and what better way to take advantage of all it has to offer than with a Chevy Silverado? Silverado summer. Think of all the possibilities. There's still a few weeks left. From off-road adventures to DIY projects and hardcore work, Silverado has the capability and technology to make this summer your best one ever. With 9 different Silverado models to choose from and engines that range from the powerful Turbo Max to the 6.2-liter V8 and the Duramax diesel, you can count on Chevy power and performance to get anything done. Like many of you, we've been hitting the road a lot lately, and it seems like everywhere we go, there's an army of Silverados and Silverado owners, so shout out to all of you. Game recognizes game. We saw the new Silverado EV. It was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome truck. So go check out the family of Chevy Silverados. Head to Chevy.com and check out Silverado and all the Chevy trucks. The official trucks are Pardon My Take. I'm also just going to say it. Truck season is tailgating season. It is almost football season. What better way to get into your new Chevy Silverado than right this second and be ready for some football, some fall weather. Oh, just sitting in the back at a tailgate in your Chevy Silverado, feeling great. That's what life is about. So head to Chevy.com and check out the Silverado and all the Chevy trucks, the official trucks of Pardon My Take. Here is Vernon Davis. Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest. He is 2-time Pro Bowler, 1-time Super Bowl champ, Vernon Davis, also the host of pretty much every show ever created. We want to talk football, but we have to start with the fact that you have seemingly hosted everything. How do you do it? How do you have enough time? We were going through it. It was like Dancing with the Stars he was on.
Domino's Masters, American Cornhole League, Professional Horseshoes League.
You're
on
doing
Iron
everything,
Chef.
dude.
Yeah, busy man.
How are you doing this?
Hey, man, y'all sound like you sound like my friends. You sound like my grandmother, my brother. Everyone's asking, it's like, hey, how do you have time to do all this stuff? And I just tell them, look, I just try to maximize my time as much as I can. And anytime I get an opportunity that seems right, I go after it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're an actor. You're a musician. I don't know how you have enough time to do any of this, but maybe most impressive of all, from our perspective, you are an owner of a basketball team. You're a part owner of the Brisbane Bullets in the NBL down in Australia. We are the owners of the New Zealand Breakers of the NBL. So we're kind of rivals right now. I need to look up and see what happened the last time we played against you guys. But owner to owner, let's start here. You played for Dan Snyder. He's gone. Josh Harris is now in. How excited are you about a new owner in Washington, D.C.? Because I know you're from the area.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited for this team, this new ownership group, because Josh Harris is a guy, he's all about the community. He's all about the people that makes the team what it is. Even the employees and the rest of the group that's a part of the upper management. And I really feel like as a businessman or entity in general, anytime you integrate those core pieces to what it is that you're trying to do, and for them, they're trying to win a championship, I really think that they're going to make a difference within that organization.
Yeah. Yeah. The PFT is very, very excited.
That's how we run the New Zealand Breakers as well. All about the community. We've done great things down in Christchurch.
Yes. Yes. Huge. I got a question to start. It is about to be football season. You've been out of the league for a little bit now. Do you find yourself this time of year being like, man, I kind of miss it? Like, I miss the maybe not camps, the actual like physical toll of camp, but the camaraderie, the grass, all that stuff.
No, I don't. Not anymore. Not anymore. I used to, because I'm so busy with everything else. It's a bit of a it's like a distraction for me when it comes to football. Mm-hmm. And it's not a bad thing, because I don't want to spend the rest of my life wishing that I was still in the football field. I had my time. I enjoyed it. There's nothing greater than being able to walk out onto the football field on Sundays and play a game that you grew up playing and playing on teams that you grew up rooting for. So it's an amazing accomplishment. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. So with that being said, I just try to move on and just take the things as they come.
Yeah, that's good perspective. That's very good perspective, because there's a lot of guys who leave the league and you can tell that there's like a hole missing there, and they wish they were out there. And so it's good perspective that you've been able to have that happen and then pass.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And you, during your career, you played for you played on a nice little stretch of all-time football guys as your head coaches. Yes. Obviously Mike Nolan. People forget he wore a suit on the sidelines at one point to honor his father. I think he's the last coach to do that. It was like him and Jack Del Rio. They kind of pushed the dress code one season. Then you played for Mike Singletary. And I have a question about Mike Singletary for you. Delaney Walker, your former teammate. It was a big story at the time. You and Singletary didn't get along well. You had your differences. You said what you said. But Delaney Walker shared a story that at one point your coach made a rap song about you after you guys got into a little argument. And then he came into a meeting the next day, and he made everybody listen to a rap song about how Vernon Davis is all about himself and just wants the ball. Is that true?
Well, it was a rap song about myself and Michael Crabtree at the time. Michael Crabtree came in, and he and I got into, I don't know, we had a debate. I wouldn't say an argument. We had a debate, and Coach Singletary heard about it, or either he saw it, I can't remember. But he stood up in the meeting, and he made the song about Crabtree and I.
What is it weird? I mean, the Mike Singletary clip, obviously a very famous clip. What happened afterwards in the locker room when he, does the whole can't win with him? Unfortunately for you, it was very quotable. But what was the conversation like after that went down?
I'd rather play with 10 guys than to play with someone that's all about themselves. I want winners. I told Vernon.
Can't do it. Can't win with him.
I can't coach him. Can't do it.
It's unfortunately for Mike Singletary, that was his defining moment as a coach. He obviously had a Hall of Fame playing career. But what afterwards, did you watch that and you're like, hey, what the fuck, coach? Like, I'm trying out here.
Yeah, I'm sitting back. I'm with my girlfriend, my kid's mom at the time. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. This is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. But as I had a chance to ponder on it, I realized that it was the right thing for me. I needed it at that time because coming into the National Football League, being able to have some success, once you figure the game out, you figure the game out and you develop, you have this chip on your shoulder where you need a humbling moment. And I think that was a humbling experience for me that I needed. So I'm not going to sit there and say that he was wrong because I can't, because what he did didn't go against me. It actually helped me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about when he took his pants off in the locker room and said, "You guys are all playing like ass," and then pointed at his butthole? Did that help you? Did that light a fire inside you?
No, it didn't. It didn't. But I get what he was trying to do. What he wanted to relate to the team. I understood because we were losing, man. We were getting kicked. We were getting punched. We just didn't have that winning team at the moment. But as time continued to go by, we got better and better.
Yeah.
And then Harbaugh takes over, and you guys have some immediate success with him. Another all-time football guy. What was it like? We've talked to Coach Harbaugh a bunch on this show. We know him pretty well, but I'm always interested to hear stories from guys that played for him because it seems like it's just every day is a brand new story about, oh my God, I can't believe what Coach Harbaugh did today. So from your perspective, like, what was he like as a motivational guy, as a head coach?
Harbaugh was very charismatic. He had great energy. He was a great human being. He was the kind of guy that's like, he's going to let you do what you want to do, but it has to be within the scope of the team. Like, it has to be, you can't go outside the team. Like, you can't do anything foolish. You can't get into car accidents. You can't steal. You don't want to do all that kind of stuff.
That's a good rule.
But be a part of the team.
I'm on his side with the please don't get into car accidents rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just giving examples. I'm just saying, like, he'll let you, like, he'll give us, throws a bone here and there. Like, some guys might want to have, I don't know, want to bring their family. Guys want to bring their families to practice on a Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, they might want to have extra spaces for their family to park at game day. Like, he'll work with us, but only if we're winning games and doing the right thing. So he was amazing coach. He knew exactly what he was doing. Like I said, great energy, great spirit about him. And guys just wanted to win. Guys just wanted to win with him. And that's what we loved about Harbaugh.
Yeah. And then you went to Jim Tomsula, who is an all-time football guy, but maybe not the most successful head coach ever. But we love him. He's a dog.
Yeah, we love Jim Tomsula. Jim Tomsula was quite the guy. He was actually my neighbor for a few years. I knew his family. His son and my son played on the same flag football team. So I had a chance to really get to know Jim Tomsula and his family in San Francisco as well as in Washington. He was also with the Commanders when I was there.
Yeah.
So from those four guys, if we're going Mike Nolan, Singletary, Harbaugh, Tomsula, that's a murderer's row of just intensity, one right after the other that you played for. Out of those four guys, who was the most intense?
Oh, most intense, I'm going to have to say Mike Singletary for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was intense, man. He was just, you had to always make sure you were on top of your assignment and make sure you did the right thing around him. He was no joke.
Yeah. Yeah. He has that stare that you could just see and you're like, oh man, he's intense all the time. We interviewed him once and we started talking about football and I thought he was going to cry just talking about football because he's that intense.
Yeah, I concur.
I have a tweet I want to read to you and I want you to walk me through it. This is from, actually it doesn't have a date. Oh, it's from 2013. It's from you and it says, it should be a league rule saying that a defender cannot tackle a player by his penis. NFL, the most painful thing ever, #NFL. You got tackled by your dick.
Oh, man, that was painful that day. I remember that like the back of my hand.
Uh-huh. That was tough.
Man, that was tough.
What happened when you got tackled by your penis? Did you say to the guy, like, hey, dude, don't tackle me by my penis? What the fuck are you doing?
No, I was just trying to figure out what was going on. I mean, I knew the uniform was the uniform, but I didn't know your penis was the part of your uniform. What's going on?
The clip is so funny because it's like it couldn't be more apparent that he was like trying to tackle your big guy, hard to bring down, and he's like, "Well, I'll just grab for the penis and bring him down that way."
Yeah, I should have wore some pants or put a sticker across my crotch saying, "Don't touch here."
Yeah, that should be a flag. I mean, there's a reason Brett Favre never got tackled by his dick, but you, on the other hand, maybe a bigger target there. Yeah. So you've had some interesting times in your career. You go out to Denver and you win a Super Bowl. That was the year where Peyton Manning he was injured and he had that famous picture of him in the cold tub wearing the football helmet, studying his iPad while you guys were out at practice because I guess he was limited then. But what was there a big I don't know if culture shock is the right word, but going like starting to play with a legend like Peyton Manning and how intense that guy is and how much he prepares. Was there anything that you had to change about your game going out to Denver playing with him?
Peyton Manning was a special individual. He was different, man. He was who we perceive him to be. He is very, very about football. He's an example of what a football player is supposed to be like, both physically and intellectually. Like, he had it all, man. Just watching him be a leader in that locker room was quite an experience. I thought of myself as a leader during most of my career, I would say, but the way he led was different. It was beautiful to watch. And I definitely took some advice from him and learned a few things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously it speaks for itself. His entire career's incredible. I mean, it was cool to see you because you were such a great player on the Niners, and it felt like, you know, we talked about some of the losing years, to see you have that moment, especially after the Super Bowl against the Ravens, to have that moment where it's like it all comes together, and it's like, yeah, he's a guy who feels like we're watching. He deserves to win a Super Bowl ring.
Yes, absolutely.
That was probably a relief too. Like you get a Super Bowl ring, you still have a lot of career in front of you, and then you're like, I can go play wherever and just make a bunch of money, and I don't have to worry about chasing a ring or finally getting one because I've already gotten there.
Yeah, I like to look at it. Of course, you want to win a Super Bowl with the team that you started out with, but you have to keep in perspective that even though you didn't win a game, a championship with the team that you were initially on.
Mm-hmm.
Think about the hard work, the hours, the dedication, all the time you put in to being the best football player you could possibly be. All that blood, sweat, and tears that you put out. That's what you did it for. You did it for the moment to come. And that moment to come comes in any way. It doesn't, like Coach used to always say, it doesn't matter how you win as long as you win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it could be a field goal. Maybe we kick a field goal and we win a game that way, or maybe we don't put up any points. It's all field goal points. But it's okay. We won the game. We move on to the next one, and we get even better.
Yeah. It's a good message for everyone listening. A question I like to ask guys who played like you did, what is the thing that fans get wrong the most when it comes to the professional game? What is the thing that, like, you hear fans say and they're just like, you're just wrong. You don't understand how the game works or the preparation works or what goes into this?
Well, a lot of times you hear fans talk about play calling. Why didn't coach call this play? Why didn't coach call that play? But they don't understand, like, it's all situational.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it depends on what they're lining up in. Like, we might come out in the team. We might plan for a cover 2 team, right? But the team might come out in a different coverage. You know, it might be cover 2 man. You know, it's a difference between regular cover two man, or they might have one week, they might have somebody else over the tight end, and then they might have a free safety or linebacker covering the tight end. Then you play them, they got a corner on you, a nickel, or they just switch it up. They take a corner and put them in nickel. You just never know. You have to be prepared for anything. So certain plays that we plan for, we can't really run in practice, and then the fans or someone on the outside might be looking at the play totally different than the offensive coordinators looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that.
They're looking at what's best for the team.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about how good a player is, right? We might have Calvin Johnson over here. Some people might say, why didn't they just throw to Calvin Johnson? He's lined up on Asante Samuels, right? Over to the right. But, yeah, maybe. But the way the coach is seeing is that this is the better play for us in this situation. We could take a chance right here to Calvin Johnson. Yeah, sure. But this might be the best situation right here.
Yeah.
This might be the best mismatch. Maybe Calvin Johnson has caught like three passes out of 7 attempts. Maybe it's not going his way, so coach might want to look on this side.
Yeah.
It depends. It goes that way. And yeah, I said Calvin Johnson catching 3 passes out of 7. Because look, Calvin Johnson is not perfect. Yeah, he's the Hall of Fame. He's a great player. But even great players have bad days. Even great players, sometimes it might not go the way they plan.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, they're gonna come through.
It's a good point because I know we sit on the couch all the time and we're like, why didn't you pass there? Why didn't you run there? And I know I'm wrong, but it feels good. It feels good to criticize coaches.
Really good to just say they need to dial something up here.
Yeah.
Like you can always dial something up.
Dial it up.
Football's heat up the quarterback. That's all you got to do on defense.
Take a shot. Take the top off the defense. I like saying that too.
It's really easy. It's not a hard game.
Make them respect the deep ball. Then the underneath opens up. See, all these things, they're like things that we kind of like halfway hear from commentators when we're watching the football games, and they seep into like part of our brain, and we just regurgitate it back out like it's our own thoughts.
You think we're smart. I know you think we're smart.
You got to establish the run.
Part of my take, but you guys are smart.
Yes.
We're going to get back to Vernon Davis in a second. He's being brought to you by Viator. Viator is a website and an app where you can book travel experiences. Hank and I booked a nice riverboat cruise here in Chicago. Had a wonderful guys' date. Awesome time. Viator is great because you can do pub crawls, boat tours, museums, and much, much more. They offer everything from simple tours to extreme adventures with over 300,000 bookable experiences in 190 countries. I didn't even know that there were 190 countries. If you had asked me how many countries there are, I'd say like 160. They have 190 countries where you can book experiences. There's something for everybody. Plus, Viator's travel experiences have millions of real traveler reviews, so you have the information that you need to book the best activities for your trip. We love Viator. When you book a travel experience with Viator, there's always flexibility and support with free cancellation, payment options, and 24/7 service. So if you're doing a river cruise, if you're doing a Lake Michigan cruise, check out Viator. If you're doing anything, if you're going to a new town, new city, if you're going on vacation there, you're looking to kill some time, just see what Viator has to offer. They've got great options, great opportunities. Check it out. Download the Viator app now. Use code Viator10 for 10% off your first booking. One app, over 300,000 experiences that you'll remember. Do more with Viator. And now, here's more Vernon Davis.
What was the conversation with your brother when he retired at halftime? He's right there. Well, Vontae, come and tell us.
Nothing, Vontae. Nothing.
What did you talk? Did you talk to him on the phone?
He actually just walked. He just went to go see my grandmother. He just walked out the door.
Halfway through this interview.
Yeah. He gave up on the interview.
Y'all so funny.
But what did he say?
Vontae. Yeah, I mean, we had a chance to chat about it. Vontae has always been the type of kid to do what he feels he wants to do. He's been like that since he was a kid. Whatever he wanted to do, he always felt like he had the freedom and liberty to do it. And look, who am I to judge? Of course, as an older brother, you wonder why. You try to figure it out, and you say, "Hey, why I didn't teach him that? We didn't talk about this right here." But then you got to go back and ask yourself a question like, I don't know what's going on mentally with this kid. I don't know what's going on with my brother. Maybe there's something in his head that I can't see, that I can't feel, no one knows about. You don't know. So I can't judge him. I can't say that what he did was right or if it was wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I was in that situation, I don't know if I would have done the same thing. Maybe I would have. I don't know. Depends on where you are mentally. Because some people, we're all different in our mind. And we're so caught up on how things are supposed to work, or how the world sees things, or how things supposed to be. Oh, if I'm a tough guy, I don't give up, I don't quit. But that's not always the case. We have to take into account that life is sometimes tough. And it's okay. Life is sometimes stressful. Sometimes life can be too hard, and you have to walk away from something that you love. And in the moment, there's no right or wrong way to that person. So I had to really process all that and think about it. I said, okay, I get it. This is a very compassionate moment, and I have to be there for my brother, and I have to have an understanding because that could have happened to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I might have asked the question wrong. We judged and we thought the moment ruled.
No, that's fine.
No, we thought it ruled. We thought it was awesome.
It was awesome.
We thought it was fun. Who hasn't been in a spot where like, you know what, I'm done. I'm done.
He knew.
I loved it.
He knew he was done. He walked away. He was like, I'm not gonna go out there and pretend. I quit.
Yeah, we loved it. In the moment, we were like, this is awesome.
If I did it, you guys could talk about me. You can say whatever you want. That's fine. Everyone has a right to an opinion. Everyone has their take, their perspective, and the way they see things. It's okay, and you should. I mean, like, everyone has to say something about whatever it is that just happened to someone, or it's just the way life is. It's okay.
Yeah.
But we had his back for the record. Like we thought it was very cool.
Yeah, we liked it. Was admirable in my mind. Yeah.
I love quitting things.
Yes.
It's like my favorite.
Yeah. When you're done, you're done. Why keep going? When you're done, you're done.
Now you can make fun of it. You can make fun of it so he can make fun of it for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
He can become a comedian and talk about it.
Yeah.
True. Spin it into something positive.
That's a fact. So you hosted the Challenge After Show. I assume you're a Challenge fan, and I wanted to ask you who your GOAT Challenge competitor is.
Oh man, that's a good question.
Thank you.
I really like Fessy. We became really good friends. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't say he's the GOAT.
Yeah, there's only one answer.
But I think with his background in sports, I thought he did a wonderful job. I think he did a great job just I don't know, doing whatever it is that they do out there. It's crazy, man. I can't imagine myself going out there and doing that.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine. So I take my hat off to all those guys just for everything that they're able to do, from just being a total athlete. Because that stuff is hard. It's not easy out there. You have to be athletic to do a lot of the stuff that they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, the answer is Johnny Bananas. That is the GOAT. It pains me because I'm not a Johnny Bananas guy, but he is the GOAT.
Say that, man.
He's the GOAT.
Say that.
You know he is. The mental, the physical, he's the GOAT. You had a little period where CT got his cardio back and he was focusing on that. West did steroids. That
why
ruled.
would you say CT?
Because
why
CT
would you take Johnny Bananas over CT?
Because as much as I love CT, he doesn't have the longevity that Johnny Bananas does, and he didn't have the mental game. CT was a guy who lived with his heart on the sleeve. He if something pissed him off, he let it know. He bashed Adam's skull in that one season, episode 1. He ate his brains. It's mental. It's mental. It's Johnny Bananas. The answer is Johnny Bananas.
Everyone always goes for Johnny Bananas or CT.
It's Johnny Bananas. Unfortunately, it's Johnny Bananas. He is the GOAT.
I think you have to be impartial as the host. You can't. You want to say it's Johnny Bananas, but you can't.
But you know it is.
Look, like I said, I really like Fessy. I like his potential. I like his athletic background, and I think if he's one of those guys to stay around as long as CT and Johnny Bananas has been around, I think he could become one of those guys that we can talk about and really be in the rankings. But I still like him. I think he did a wonderful job.
Okay.
Okay. You were famous for your incredible athleticism. Going back to high school, you set some records in track and field. Going into the NFL draft, your combine stats were just unreal. Go back and look at what he ran in the 40-yard dash, how big he was, how strong he was. But then you get to D.C., and you get to work with the strength and conditioning GOAT, Deuce Gruden, who I'm sure just took your body to the next level.
Chiseled it.
Just chiseled it, yeah. Tell us about Deuce Gruden, because we are a big pro Deuce Gruden podcast. We think he's an absolute beast.
Yeah, Deuce is one of those guys where you say, don't let the size fool you. Mm-hmm. Right? Because he's like what? Deuce is probably 5'2".
Yeah.
On a good day. But he was very inspiring. It was cool to be able to work with him and have him be a part of the strength and conditioning team. His knowledge, his experience, and his energy, good vibes, great vibes. So being able to be around that was pretty phenomenal.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
When's the last time you lifted? Because your peak, I'm reading these numbers, 460 bench press, what was it, 685 squat. What if you just got on the bar right now, what do you think you could still put up?
135 pounds.
That's it? Come on.
My shoulders, look, my body's good. Never had surgery, but I got, shoulders popped out here and there, but I just try to stay away from that bench press.
Okay. That's, I feel like that's a mark of like every great athlete. They're like, yeah, look at my numbers. And then you ask them, they're like, I just used resistant bands. And it's like, well, I can't say anything because I know you squatted 685 when you were like 18 years old.
Yeah, I'm just lifting to look good. I got to look good. I'm just lifting to look good. That's all.
Yeah, you're an actor now. You got to have the popcorn muscles for the screen, right? So you co-starred in a movie with Morgan Freeman. How was that? I imagine that was intimidating working with him.
It was pretty amazing working with Morgan Freeman. I just like taking his energy and just taking in how his work process. It was phenomenal watching him have a debate with the director for 15 minutes after we were done with rehearsal. That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Just the best voice ever, too.
Yes,
I imagine anything that he says sounds good.
Yes, by far.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
Tough question. Let's take Patrick Mahomes out of this. What quarterback right now would you have liked to play with?
Alex Smith.
No, right now. Is Alex Smith still playing?
I'm messing with you. I'm messing playing.
Yeah, because he could still be playing. I don't know. That Alex Smith.
I love to play with Lamar Jackson.
Okay. Why? Just because of how good he is, or what? Like any?
He can do it all. When you have a quarterback, I just like playing. When you have a quarterback that can run, pass, and run. I mean, that's a dual threat. You can. The chances of them winning a championship very high. At some point, I think Lamar Jackson's going to win the championship if he can steal one between now and the next 3 years.
Yeah.
So give us your official prediction for this season. Who's winning the Super Bowl? And then secondary, a team that's going to surprise somebody.
The team that's going to win the Super Bowl this year will probably be Baltimore Ravens.
Okay. All right. I have a future on them. I like that.
Surprise everyone. I think the Washington Commanders secondary is going to surprise everyone.
Good. I like that. I like that a lot. Do you root for the Commanders now?
Yeah, I do, because I'm here in Washington, D.C., and I played for them for 4 years.
Yeah. Vernon, I have one last question. It's actually a guest question. It's the Roback question, promo code TAKE. Use promo code TAKE. You get 20% off your first purchase. Q-Zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, promo code TAKE. The guest question, so I saw that you're an avid curling fan.
I was an honorary captain for 3 Olympic Games.
Okay, so I have the only curling fan I know, our guy All Business Pete, who does our tech stuff. Pete, do you have a curling question for Vernon Davis? Because I've never met a curling fan. You're the second curling fan I've ever met. So I don't even know what to ask you about curling.
How much time we got?
You go ahead. Yeah, you could. It's the Roback question. Go ahead.
What's your favorite sport and why is it curling?
A lot of people say, I don't think my favorite sport is curling. I'm not going to say it's my favorite sport. My favorite sport is basketball. I love basketball. But
Not
curling,
familiar with it.
I tried the sport when I was in San Francisco, and I went out on the ice, and to me, it felt like shuffleboard. It felt like it was equivalent to being, being in front of a shuffleboard or just, it was very strategic.
It's like
very
chess,
strategic game. And after I figured
harder.
it out, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool game.
Yeah. Were you good when you were the honorary captain? Because Pete here tried once and he failed miserably. So
It was hard. It was hard.
Is it translate being a curling fan to actually being good at curling?
Well, I think that if you can get good at
I got to practice.
curling. You get good at anything. I think if you really put the time in to perfect the craft, and the craft is just, it's interesting the way they spin the stone slightly, and they're sweeping to get more distance. It's
sweet science is really what it is.
Interesting game.
It's sweet science. Yeah. All right. Well, I had to have Pete. He literally is the only person I've ever met who likes curling. And I saw that you were an honorary captain and you like curling. So you're the only two people I know in the world that like curling. It is the most boring sport ever created.
That's because you don't understand it, and
He
that's
doesn't get it.
What
He
do you
doesn't
mean
get
I don't
it.
understand
His
it?
brain, he can't figure it out.
You spin the rock onto it's a target.
It's shuffleboard.
It's the
actually-
easiest game to
you're not-
understand.
I like
Rock.
watching curling once every 4 years when it comes on at like, I don't know, 7 a.m. when the Olympics are in a weird time zone. And it's the first thing they put on. It's a relaxing way to start your day, but I don't think can you make a drinking game out of it? If you can make a drinking game out of it, then I'll watch it.
Yeah. It's called shuffleboard at a bar.
Of course. Those guys are drunk. Those guys are drunk when they're on the ice. Come on.
You should lead with that, Pete. Here's why you should like curling.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it exclusive.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Pete. Well,
No,
you
that's
couldn't
not gonna be a
you couldn't
problem.
blow it up if you tried. Yeah.
They're coming to New Jersey, U.S. Nationals.
All right, that's enough curling talk.
At
Okay.
the American Dream in
Yeah,
New Jersey.
No one
All right,
cares.
yeah.
No
Everybody's
one cares.
invited.
No one cares.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Everyone's invited?
Everyone's invited.
Putin?
Well,
Okay.
Okay,
he's
so not
busy.
everyone.
So
Not
it's
everyone.
exclusionary
Not everyone.
sport.
Not everyone.
he's busy. It's fine.
Not everyone. Wait, Vernon, your favorite sport is basketball? Who's your favorite player? Who's your GOAT?
my favorite player of all time, Michael Jordan.
All right, good. Good answer. And
No
who's your favorite
question.
player right now?
Well, I can't go back. I'm gonna stick with this guy, even though he's getting old. I'm gonna have to say LeBron James.
No, come on. Come on. Don't you think it's weird that he's played 20 years without a major injury?
Well, look, I played 14 years with no surgery.
Yeah, that's kind of weird too.
Yeah, very
Now that you're saying it.
interesting.
Yeah.
You take care of yourself, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how much do you take care of yourself?
How much does it cost a month to take care of yourself?
Oh, you spend. Well, I would go to the couch, so I would get a massage 3 times a week. That's about $150 per massage.
Okay.
Chiropractor twice a week. That's about $75. Then I have what else? Then I'm getting stretched. So those are my main two. Those are the main two things that I would do to take care of myself: massages and chiropractor.
Yeah.
I always love those stories that come out once every couple of years about a player that like just lies and say that they spend like $70,000 a month on their body to stay in shape. Those are the best.
I think about $2,400, about $2,400 a week. Will do it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That seems
That's a good
reasonable.
ROI if you're getting $1 million contracts. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think you made a sound investment.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't go any more. I wouldn't go any more than that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How depressed would you be if you woke up one day and your body just looked like mine? And you look down and you're like, what?
What the hell?
I wouldn't have anything to live for.
Did you say I should KMS?
Yeah, I think so.
I will not KMS.
Vernon, this has been awesome, man. Appreciate you coming on. Anytime you want to come on and talk ball, we're open to having you back. So thanks so much, man.
Come through Chicago sometime. Stop by the studio.
Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
We're going to get to Mount Rushmore in a second, but it's brought to you by Babbel. Do you have travel plans this summer? Well, you can learn to speak like a local with Babbel, because with Babbel, you can start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Why Babbel? Because it works. Instead of paying hundreds of dollars for a private tutor or fooling yourself with language apps that are little more than games, Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons are designed by over 150 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. Chick, comment allez-vous?
See,
You need Babbel, bro.
I need Babbel.
You need Babbel.
You need
bad.
Babbel.
Yeah.
I asked you a question in
Bad.
French, you answered in Spanish. Maybe you just know everything.
I
Bad.
think I
You
knew it
need
was
Babbel
French, but I didn't know how to.
Just say Jake.
Bonjour.
Je m'appelle Jake.
Je m'appelle Jake.
That's right. You can learn that and much, much more on Babbel. If you're traveling, use Babbel. If you just want to learn a new language, use Babbel. It's designed by real people for real conversations. All of Babbel's tips and tools for learning a new language are approachable, accessible, rooted in real-life situations. We should get Hank to use Babbel for English. That would be nice. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and others continue to prove that Babbel is better. One study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is equivalent to a full semester at college. With over 10 million subscriptions sold, Babbel is real language learning for real conversations. I want to learn a language. I'm going to use Babbel. What language should I learn?
Do you have any international trips planned?
I am going to go to Italy.
Italian.
I need to learn Italian.
Yeah.
Italian.
Get ready for your
I'm
trip.
going to get real perverted. I'm going to learn some Italian. Babbel's going to help me out. Shout out Babbel. Love you guys. Over 10 million subscriptions sold. And a special limited time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. Get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/PMT. That's 55% off at babbel.com/PMT, BABBEL.com/PMT. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Okay, Mount Rushmore time. Mount Rushmore of best broadcaster calls. Jake, do you feel the pressure?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think Shot of a Lifetime will be picked?
I mean, it was either going to be picked by you guys or talked about during.
Well, no, we were not going to pick it. It was definitely not the best broadcasting call. I don't know what you're talking about.
Honorable mention. You guys
Okay.
were going to bring it up. but-
Okay. Can you give us the scores?
Yes. Well, now that the paintball video has been dropped, it's going to be 26 for Big Cat and PFT, 24 for Hank and Max. Hank and Max, and 23 for us. So 3 points separating everyone. We have
Mank.
7 left. Anyone's game.
This is anyone's game. All right. What is the order today?
It'll be me and Billy. It'll be Hank and Max. It'll be Big Cat and PFT.
There's so much pressure on you for this one, Jake, though.
Yeah, but
Like, you're
listen,
expected to win.
right. Hank was expected to win Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Hank and Max.
That's
So,
very
like,
true. He was.
Yeah.
it
And you
just-
guys just read a BuzzFeed article.
Also,
And,
watch the paintball video.
Yes,
You'll-
watch the paintball video.
Speaking of people that should have won, the fact that Billy's team was the only one that didn't win was.
I mean,
Yeah.
you had me. I was scared.
Spoiler.
I mean,
Billy
it
also
was-
just cheated the whole time.
Billy's an army of one.
I
Was
can't.
it-
I actually
did you
can't wait to
watch
see
it?
the footage to
Did-
see how much Billy really cheated.
Did you watch it?
I am looking over the last cut right after we're done.
Was
here.
it clear where Billy just kept on getting shot and not doing anything?
Matt Memes is nodding his head.
nodding his head. Good. I'm happy because that was maybe the most frustrating thing of all time is shooting Billy and then him being like, "It didn't hit me, bro."
Yeah.
It's like, dude, there's paint right there.
Well, he said it was the adrenaline.
Yeah, he didn't feel
Very
it.
difficult to
Didn't
play
feel it.
paintball
Billy's
with
too-
someone like that.
Yeah.
Billy's too tough for paintball. He doesn't feel the bullets hit him.
And then he pulled off his shirt and he had like 10 welts on his back.
Do we get that footage too?
Yeah. I
After the
think that
fact,
was-
good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Big pick. 1-1.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm excited. There's no pressure on this pick. It's the greatest call in the history of sports. Do you believe in miracles?
Okay.
Way to not fumble it.
Good pick. Good pick.
It's really.
Oh, we're going to play all the picks too,
Yeah.
which would be great.
Also, I feel like I learned this recently. Not the championship.
Wait,
Jake,
you didn't know
Jake,
that?
Gold medal. No, I knew it.
the
but
entire-
Have you
I-
ever seen Miracle?
The entire
I
start.
have, but I saw it in like elementary school.
That's the whole point.
You
though,
haven't
is like,
watched Miracle since elementary school?
Whenever a team
watched it
That's
wins,
when
such a
first came
rewatchable
out.
movie.
I didn't get that. Could you
Oh.
try again?
oh,
Whenever it
Siri,
came out.
you fucking minx.
I saw it in theaters and like one other time.
We're keeping that.
Hell yeah, Siri.
Jake, you know the whole the origin of the people forget that segment was just repeating that people forget that wasn't the championship game in hockey. Yeah.
I obviously fell for it.
My name is Michael Del Bianco. I'm recruiting
Also, have
manager
ads
for
on
Aerotech
every call?
Aviation for aircraft maintenance.
On the graphic,
Wait, I wanna
do
hear
we
about
want
that.
just the call?
Great.
Bless you.
That's
Good
how we won
pick.
the Cold War.
Yeah, it was a great
Do
pick.
we want just like
I think it should
how
say
because we only have so much room for
it should say,
characters.
"Do you believe in miracles?" and then
The event in
USA
parentheses?
versus
Yeah.
hockey,
Okay.
Lake
Yeah.
Placid.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Good pick. Great pick.
thanks.
We're gonna go with Down Goes Frazier.
Ah, okay. That's
It's
what
on
we
the
figured
list.
was going to be too.
Yep. And what was the official Frazier versus Foreman?
Foreman,
right?
yeah. I
Box
can't
it.
say that
I'll
I
just say
watched that fight.
Dundee, Ali's trainer right next to me is saying it. You may hear him. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. The heavyweight champion is taking the mandatory 8 count.
Okay.
And
Good pick.
What should we do, PFT? We thought those were going to go 1-2.
We did. I think that the third one on our list is iconic.
All right. It's 3rd or 8. 3. Okay. We're going to go our first, but you say our first pick.
The band is on the field.
Band
Yep.
is on the field.
It's
On the list.
at a game so famous they call it the game.
Yep.
Cal Stanford. The band was on the field.
Was literally on
the band was literally on the field.
band ran on the field.
I still don't know how they didn't stop that play.
It's insane.
Oh, and it's just called the play.
The play.
It's pretty sick.
Harmon will probably try to squib it, and he does. Ball comes loose, and the Bears have to get out of bounds. Rogers along the sideline, another one. They're still in deep trouble at midfield. They tried to do a
Rugby,
recovery.
baby.
The ball is still loose as they get it to Rogers. They give it back now to the 30. They're down to the 20. Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go into the end zone.
and then he runs over the trombone.
Could you
player.
imagine if this happened today with social media?
Yeah.
It would have been insane.
Amazing, sensational, dramatic,
Oh,
heart-rending.
great call.
For all the haters that think that rugby laterals can't work in football,
Yep.
bear witness to that play.
Should we go 5?
Yeah, let's do 5.
All right, memes. You'll love this pick. Can you just type it in? Yep.
Yep, I know it.
You got it?
Castellanos home run.
Fuck.
I mean,
It's so good.
It's so good.
It was on our list, but I couldn't take it 1-1. That would just be
Yeah.
a slap to the face of the
No,
whole
that's
industry.
true.
To the whole industry.
It would have been.
It would have to the entire
But I had it on the
industry.
list.
It is such a hilarious, funny call, iconic call. Became a meme.
That's probably going to win you guys the draft just because of the social media and.
I mean, I just
I
love
made a comment earlier tonight that I guess went out over the air that I am deeply ashamed of. If I have hurt anyone out there, I can't tell you how much I say from the bottom of my heart. I'm so very, very sorry. I pride myself and think of myself as a man of faith. As there's a drive in a deep left field.
I think the fact that it was during COVID too and there was no crowd noise.
4-0 ball game. I don't know if I'm going to be putting on this. I don't know if it's going to be for the Reds.
It could have been better.
It's going to be for my
Holy
boss,
shit.
Fox. I want to apologize for the
What a
people
call.
who signed my
What a
paycheck
call.
for the Reds.
That's
for
like one
Fox
of those
Sports
things that like I
Ohio,
can't wait till like my
people
kids
I
are older.
work
I'm be
with.
like, hey, let me show you this video.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and let me set the stage for you.
It's so good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have your next pick?
Yes. This is a favorite one of my lifetime that isn't necessarily my team.
Uh-oh.
But Auburn's going to win the football game.
Okay.
Yep.
The kick
Had it on
6?
list.
Kick 6.
Kick 6. Good one. Good
This
one.
is all going to be good. This is
It's
all.
the, No, it's a
yeah,
very-
this is going to be the
it's not
least contentious
contentious, yeah.
one we
I
have.
just really like listening to these too. It makes me think.
So this is
think about sports.
This is their home radio call.
Yeah,
Rod,
that's the one.
Rod Bramblett, who unfortunately passed away a
come
few
on,
years
Jake.
ago.
What a bummer.
No, I'm just trying to give context.
I don't need context. The guy died.
This is so
Well,
good.
I guess if this thing comes up short, he can field it and run it out. All right, here we go.
All right, here we go.
56-yarder. It's got, no, does not have the leg. And Chris Davis takes it in the back of the end zone. He'll run it out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight.
That's a great part too, right? They're not going to keep him off the field.
Also, I like the analysts going,
Oh my God! Won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see. I cannot.
Yeah, after a big enough win in the SEC, everybody Stingray Steve comes out a little bit.
Yep. That was a great call.
All right, here we
All
go.
right, good pick. Good picks all around, guys.
So far, so good.
Good picks all around. I don't have anything to say bad about. Like, people would be like, "What's wrong with you guys? You just did a Mount Rushmore with no bickering."
We had what was Heavy Machinery?
Yeah, well, that's because we just don't know shit. We're like, "Oh yeah, I guess that's a good pick."
Yeah. All right, this next one, Bill Buckner, behind the bag, Vin Scully. It's during Fever Pitch, Jimmy Fallon. I think he has nightmares from this. There's a scene.
Okay. This one doesn't like hit my brain immediately like some of the other ones, but let's listen.
I'm familiar, but it's maybe a reach. We'll see. We'll let the voters decide.
We'll see.
Oh, if you can't find it, then this is the worst pick of all time.
It's the error.
I think you pass it. Bill Buckner between the legs.
Yeah, Scully calls Mookie Wilson's epic at bat.
Yeah.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Now, It's a great call because it's Vin Scully. I don't know. That might have been the first reach of the draft.
Okay. I mean, maybe for our fan base, it might not be the best pick. So
okay,
it's an iconic play.
Okay,
I think it's a great call, but
next pick.
We'll see.
What's your next pick?
Our next pick is going to be.
Wait.
What?
You know how Snake works?
Oh fuck! I got fucked up.
We will see you tomorrow night.
Okay,
good pick.
So
wait, which
Jack,
one?
Well,
there's two. Jack or Joe?
Jack Buck said it, and then when Joe said it,
so
it
which
was
one
really
are you picking?
cool. I mean,
there's a right answer.
Yeah, there is.
It's Jack Buck.
Yeah,
I would have gone Joe. I would have gone Joe
because his was a callback to his dad.
Because Joe has all the sentiment in it.
Unfortunately, Jack Buck passed away.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
All right, Kirby Puckett's.
Into deep left center from Mitchell, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
It's great. The plexiglass at the old Twins place.
I have no idea why it was there.
Oh, the best.
I was rooting so hard for the Braves at this point.
But Kirby Puckett was awesome.
Yeah.
Did some things later on in life, I think.
Yeah, we don't need to get into that.
But just like how he was a true short king.
Yep. He was a Haas too, a Haas of a short king.
And a great name. Okay. Max.
People forget that the Twins have pinstripes.
Yeah.
We're going for a more general one here, but we do have a specific. If you want, we're just gonna go with bang. And
you can't do that.
You have to pick a bang.
You have to pick a bang.
Okay.
Give us your best bang, Max.
The Curry from 3 bang after. You'll know the one I'm talking about.
The regular season game against the Thunder.
Yeah.
Okay.
PFT, we dominated this draft.
I think we got two great ones coming up.
So many good ones.
Westbrook on the drive, falling away. Won't go. Rebound taken by Iguodala. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from...
It was a double bang.
That was a double bang.
Yeah, you got 2 bangs out of that one.
I mean, that
I do like
it is the best play-by-play guy call, and that is the best one that he has.
Yes. The rare double bang, when it happens, you get goosebumps.
Yeah. All right, PFT.
So I think to me this is pretty easy, Big Cat. We'll go number 8, and then we'll go number 6.
Yep.
You like that?
Was same. You go 8 first. Same exact wavelength.
Okay.
That was exactly what I was thinking. We just dominated.
I can't believe that this baseball call is still on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Kirk Gibson
home run.
Yep, that's what I was going back and forth.
And
but
then
I was thinking,
that's the Vin Scully
I overthought it.
Yeah,
that's the
Vin Scully call. And
That's
then
a good one.
underrated part about this call, he doesn't talk after he says that.
Yep.
He lets the moment exist.
Yes.
It's like jazz. It's the words that he didn't say.
Swings and a fly ball to deep right field. This is going to be a home run. Unbelievable! A home run for Gibson. And the Dodgers have won the game 5-4.
Tommy
I
Lasorda.
don't believe what I just
I don't think that's
saw.
Vin.
That's not Vin.
I don't
Who is
believe
that
what
call?
I just saw. Gibson swings and a fly.
That's just I think of all Dodgers moments. I'm like, oh, it must have been Vin Scully. I mean, it's iconic moment. I don't believe what I just
Buck
saw
Ripley.
is so great. What? What's his name?
Buck Ripley.
Oh, even better. Buck Ripley. I mean, I don't believe what I just saw. That's goosebumps.
Wait, why? The article I'm reading is crediting Vin Scully.
No, it's saying credit Vin Scully for Jack Buck's historic call. Wait, what?
Wait, play the... It's not Vin Scully.
Gibson swings and a fly ball to deep right field. This is going to be a home run. Unbelievable!
Wait,
home run
Kirk
for
Gibson,
Gibson.
Vin
And the
Scully.
Dodgers
Oh, wait,
have won
wait.
the game 5-4.
It's Buck.
It's Jack Buck.
Jack Buck.
Yeah, it's Jack Buck. Yeah. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That was a very dumb moment of ours. Did you say his name was Buck Gibson?
Buck Ripley. So here's what happens, right? When I typed into Google, who said I don't believe what I just saw, in big letters, the big headline that comes up is it looks like it says Buck aped Ripley.
Yeah. All right. So
it's saying that Jack Buck aped a guy named Ripley, like copied a guy named Ripley.
All right. So there's a whole story about how people think it was Vin Scully because it was the Dodgers, which we just did.
Yeah.
Buck was calling the game for the national radio broadcast. He said, I don't believe what I just saw. Scully was calling the game for the local TV broadcast. He had equally historic call in a year that has been so improbable. The impossible has happened. Wow. So both incredible calls. But I don't believe what I just saw is the iconic one. All right. Last one. I can't believe this didn't get picked. I cannot believe this didn't get picked. Maybe the greatest call of all time. It is Jim Ross, Mankind. He's broken in half. I cannot believe this didn't get picked.
I'm not an old school wrestling guy.
You guys are the only.
But this is a meme.
No, but you've heard it.
Format as well.
Memes.
People absolutely use this memes.
Okay.
Here's the thing too.
That killed him. He is broken in half.
Good God Almighty.
That is memes. Back us up. That is absolutely a meme. It's a good pick. Meme said.
Okay.
I mean, do you like the call?
Yeah, I just don't know it, so I'm not going to pick some.
Me
Actually,
either.
that's not true. But
you've heard it.
Yeah,
you've definitely heard it in a meme format. But it's a
what was the match
call.
For the parentheses?
Hell in the Cell, Undertaker versus Mankind.
I'm going to go back to a more historical, iconic one that doesn't necessarily mean a lot to me, but is under the iconic.
Well, no, this means a lot to you.
What Giants win? No, if you're. I'm not going to say because there's still one more pick, but I refuse to take. There was one that I refused to take.
All right, that's your team.
What? I was going to say Giants win the pennant.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the other thing.
I know what you think I was going to say.
Yeah.
I said Giants win the pennant.
Okay. Good pick.
A historic. You don't need to know what that is, but you say Giants win the pennant, and people know what you're talking about.
Shot heard around the world.
1951? Yeah, 1951. It's awesome. It's awesome. Good pick. I like the pick.
Classic.
Last pick.
1951. Yeah, so when we were going to do this one earlier this week, so Memes gave a recommendation that I can't ignore. I want to add some comedy to this. So Kevin Harlan announcing a streaker.
Oh.
The man is drunk. Oh. And there he goes.
Skill in the secondary. Hey, somebody has run out on the field. Some goofball in a hat and a red shirt. Now he takes off the shirt. He's running down the middle by the 50. He's at the 30.
It is very
He's
funny.
bare-chested and banging his chest. Now he runs the opposite way. He runs to the 50. He runs to the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes. The 20. They're chasing him. They're not going to get him. Waving his arms, bare-chested. Somebody stop that man.
Here comes the blue coat,
Oh,
Kevin.
they got him.
Here
They're
comes the
coming
blue
from the
coats.
left. Oh, and they tackle him at the 40-yard line.
All right. So my only issue with it is
that was the most exciting thing to happen tonight.
I mean, it's the same category as Castellanos.
That was a great call.
So,
all right, I'm ready for the last 11:31 now, Kevin. Let's go.
Look at
there might be funnier. We had Kevin Harlan, the LeBron James call, the famous one
with no regard for authority.
With no regard for human life. So there's a couple funny ones that we'll throw out there that you can play. We were thinking about doing Bartolo Has Done It.
Yep.
All-time call.
What a moment. That might just be one of the best sports moments.
I am shocked that Havlicek stole the ball but didn't get picked.
Hank put it in there.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah. The one that I was going to say, I wouldn't say is Touch 'em all, Joe.
Oh.
Cologne looking for his first hit of the year. He drives one. Deep left field. That goes Upton. Back near the wall. It's out of here. Bartolo has done it. The impossible has happened.
So great. The impossible has happened.
The team vacates the dugout as Bartolo takes the long trot. His first career home run.
And then the other ones we were thinking were...
One of the best parts about that call was right before the pitch. He goes, Bartolo looking for his first hit of the season.
Yeah, the best. This one's a classic that we were thinking, highly considering doing. Roger Clemens is in the box. Susan Waldman. Maybe the funniest call of all time when she's crying on air. He's in Georgia's box.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen in my life.
Roger Clemens is back. Yeah, that top one.
Roger Clemens is in Georgia's box, and Roger Clemens is coming back. Oh my goodness gracious! Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen, Roger Clemens standing right in George Steinbrenner's box, announcing he is back. Roger Clemens is a New York Yankee.
That's so good. We also had friend of the show, Joe Buck, a disgusting act by Randy Moss.
I thought that was going to get picked for sure.
It's tough, too, because you see this on a graphic, and it doesn't really paint the picture.
Oh, I think everyone knows it, though.
No, I'm saying in general.
Yeah.
The Vikings are not inside field goal range for Morton Anderson. Culpepper, Moss. Randy Moss is in for a touchdown.
Al Harris playing off, bit up on the route, and Randy Moss, without even really being able to run, as he shoots the moon to the fans here in Green Bay.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss, and it's unfortunate that we had that on our air live. That is disgusting. Let's get back to the
He
play.
would get
Randy
so
Moss,
roasted for that if he did it now.
in the huddle.
Well, he did.
Yeah, but with social media and
Even
everything.
in the time. So a couple other classics that we missed. Send It in Jerome, Bill Raftery.
You don't have to play all these.
I thought this one would get picked. Vern Lundquist, In Your Life.
Yeah, with Tiger.
Woods chipping.
Yeah.
For Masters.
There's a really good one. All these have mostly been from the side of either just pure excitement or from the winning team. But for a losing one, the Plano East High School Football Championship in Texas, I forget they were winning by like 28 points with a couple minutes left, and they end up choking away the game at the end. And then after the comeback happens, then the team that was up comes back and beats the team that just came back. The announcers from the team that ended up losing just goes, "God bless those kids. I am sick. I want to throw up." It was a good one.
The best. Yeah, we almost picked that one. That one probably wouldn't look good on the graphic.
I think the best Mike Breen bang is Ray Allen.
Oh. We also were thinking about doing no disrespect, but I'd knock it out of the park.
Yeah.
Hank had the Jordan over Elo.
That one and Jordan's last shot against the Jazz.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of
I also wanted to say the Villanova National Championship one.
That's not a bad one.
That was
phenomenal. Jenkins, yeah.
Where it's like Villanova.
I also was looking. I thought in my head that the Bobby Knight call was better. The chair on the floor.
Yeah,
but it wasn't.
Yeah,
I think it's just the moment, not the call.
The long home run by Giancarlo Stanton that ended up just being an out. Can we actually listen to that? That was a funny one to go back.
Yes, that one is very, very funny. But yeah, a lot of good picks.
Mike Francesa,
Stanley, who cares?
I mean, that's just not this Mount Rushmore at all. But you wanted to.
Yeah, we could do Boom Goes the Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were thinking about that.
Okay.
Wait, he's gonna play this one. We'll end with this.
Stanton's at 273, 35 homers and 97 RBI.
And Plawecki, who always now catches.
Rogers in the box.
They're not saying that. Well, I want Plawecki to catch me, but the numbers with Evaldi and Plawecki are much better than Evaldi and Vasquez. That's why Plawecki's.
Oh no, this isn't it. This ends up being a single. There was another one where it was caught.
Oh, there were two different ones.
There goes deep left. It is high. It is far. It is gone out of the ballpark. A stand.
No, this is it.
Home run.
This is it.
I think there's multiple.
Now, what did I do wrong?
Oh,
yeah, that's good.
A Stantonian home run.
Top of the wall. I thought it went out. Aaron Boone is looking. Are they going to look at this?
Yeah, then they tried to cover it up when it wasn't even close.
Of the monster seat.
All right, let's see. I thought it hit off the top and came back.
Yeah, there's another one from a home game. It is gone but caught.
Yeah, Sterling. All right, good Mount Rushmore though.
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
I apologize to the YouTube viewers right now because you're just gonna we're not showing them.
Actually,
you're just gonna.
Can we play one more? It's a short one. Yeah. Can you just search for "That's Kind of Gay" college football? It's a very funny call. It's on ESPN.
That looks like a pass that needs to be caught.
Yeah, you can't use your shoulder to catch a football. You've got to get your hands out there every night. And I'm out there with my kids working on catching the football. They want to use their body. It's just a natural instinct as a human being. But you've got to learn to be able to put the ball in your hands. Your hands are what makes it possible. Your shoulder pads are hard and stiff. Your hands are tender and they can move and caress the ball. That's kind of gay, but hey.
Fourth down.
Oh, he goes right to the fourth down.
That's great.
Oh, that's fucking
now,
great.
I would never pick one of my calls, but if I were, the ending of the Arizona ball is pretty sick.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but again,
Dave
I'm
and I
not
probably
not
stepped
picking that.
all
Not
over
picking
that by accident.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. All right, good Mount Rushmore. Good Mount Rushmore.
That was
All
just
right.
a solid Mount Rushmore. Just good vibes.
I feel good about it. Yeah. I feel great about our picks, BFT.
Yeah,
I feel great about our picks.
Really good. I feel real good about my picks.
We're
picks are supple
on
and soft.
mathematically safe zone.
Oh, so you guys won this one?
No, well, I think we will.
Okay, congrats.
Yeah.
What's our magic number? That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
want
what
to
we
know.
gotta figure out
What's
what
our
our
magic
magic
number
number
so that
is.
we don't have to do the punishment?
Yeah.
Well, you're only up 3 points, and there's 21 points left.
So
No, I know.
Yeah,
But
but we still want to know what
we
the
still got to know what the magic number is.
No, Jake. We said we
No,
want
we're
to
not-
know what.
Yeah,
the,
we're not
what the magic
saying
number
we've
is.
hit it. We're saying what is our magic number?
I don't know.
Right. So please figure that out.
Okay.
Figure out we got to start talking magic numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's too tight for any magic numbers to be pulled.
You still
up.
want to know?
You can have a magic number in day one of baseball.
Yeah.
Your magic number day one of baseball is
162,
161.
yeah.
Okay.
Right? If you win the first game, you're at 161.
Yeah.
Is your magic number?
I think it's like, yeah, it's a weird formula.
I don't think it's that weird.
It's wins combined with last place losses.
But if you win every game, though, Jake,
Yeah,
is what we're saying.
that's your magic number.
Yeah.
Then you're
okay.
good.
So your magic number would be 7.
7 more points?
7 more wins.
7 more wins.
7 more wins. So 14?
14
is our magic number?
Probably.
Well, no, it's lower than that.
Yeah, it's
We
2.
have a lead.
It's how many points? 2 lower than that.
There's
Yeah.
21
So 15.
left.
So 15.
Yeah.
Is our magic
And
number.
if we win this one, it'd be 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
If.
Do it.
Big if.
Okay.
Big if. All right, let's do our last ad, and then we'll do Fyre Fest and send everyone along the way for the weekend.
Yeah, before we get to Fyre Fest, it's brought to you by our good friends over at Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is a football app. You need to know which apps that you have to have for football season. You have to have Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is here for football season, and for the AWLs, they're once again your home to stream the NFL on CBS all year long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL right now. You get an exclusive offer for Pardon My Take fans. I think this is a typo because they're saying 50% off the annual price. Actually, Max, I don't think we need to cut that. I think that's the actual price, 50% off. I thought it was a typo because it's such a good deal, Max. 50% off.
I wasn't reading the. I thought you were actually asking if that was part of the.
Do you think that's a typo? Because 50% is a lot.
That sounds like a ton.
It might be a ton. We might have to review this later.
Yeah, that was a little sneak behind the curtain. That's what we do for cuts.
But 50% off the annual price for a whole year of Paramount Plus. That's just $250 a month. You can stream all the best games and craziest moments from every live local NFL on CBS game this season. That includes the regular season through the playoffs. And remember, this year Paramount Plus is your streaming destination for Super Bowl 58 as well. Paramount Plus also gets you an all-access pass to 24/7 NFL content all week long. You got CBS Sports HQ, Fantasy Football Today, NFL Slime Time, and more, all for just $250 a month. So add it all up, and it's hot seat corporate America, cool throne NFL fans, and your wallets. Stream Paramount Plus on any device, at home or on the go. Catch another action-packed, unpredictable season of the NFL on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. Sign up at ParamountPlus.com/NFL, 50% off today. Offer ends September 20th. Annual plan only. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, let's wrap up. We got Fyre Fest of the week. Jake, why don't you start?
Oh, thank you. It's been weird starting off. I've been going last for 4 years.
Yeah. Hank's on vacation.
Yeah. So a little follow-up to a few weeks ago. I am moving on Monday.
Let's go. Okay,
Jake, let's go.
No longer
it's
LARPing
exciting.
as a disabled person.
It's exciting, but it sucks because I'm going to be spending the week actually moving in.
Now, were there any things about your apartment, your American Disabilities Act approved apartment that you're going to miss?
No.
Now, Jake,
Nothing.
you said it
No.
sucks because you'll be moving in. Would you say it sucks to not be able to use your legs? Because that would suck more.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
little perspective for
we're
you.
opening up that spot for someone who needs it more than me.
Okay, just
I felt
perspective.
so guilty over the last month living out of boxes.
Yeah, so you had it really tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Actually, thank you, Jake. Thank you for doing that, for living out of boxes.
Yeah.
And then giving your spot up.
Yeah.
It's
I
you're a hero.
I couldn't imagine doing it another day.
Yeah.
But now someone who needs it will get it, and I'm going to be moving again.
Very good. Very good.
PFT.
My Fyre Fest of the week is that Blake, my dog, bit my penis.
What?
He bit my penis.
Tackled your penis? Like Vernon Davis got tackled by his penis?
He bit my penis. He's a little bit bitey right now, so he kind of puts his teeth on everything. I had his rope toy. I was holding his rope toy. He leaned in for it to try to grab it. I pulled it back. He missed low. He bit me on my penis.
Ooh.
He bit me directly on my penis.
That's tough.
And now he's got a taste for penis, so no penis is safe around him. He's probably just going to try to just fly at everyone's dick now.
Does he get a sex problem?
He's got a sex problem. Blake's got a sex problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very painful. Did not break the skin, fortunately, so I'm okay.
Wait, so your dog gave you head?
I got
with
head
teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a really bad
Your dog sucked you off.
I got a really bad blowjob from my dog, but he bit me right on my penis. And then yesterday he had a Zen too by mistake. That
rocks. Dudes rock.
It does rock.
Yeah.
It rocks. He didn't swallow it, but he chewed it. He put it in his lip actually.
Yeah.
So I just went in. It was a 3 milligram. Got it out. He didn't even puke or anything. He didn't complain about trying dip for the first time, unlike somebody else that's sitting in this room with us. So yeah, Blake is at one point like super masculine, and then at another point like very feminine.
Yeah.
So he loves giving head and loves Zen.
Yeah. All right. My Fyre Fest. I was going to say Mount Rushmore. I have two. One is there was a guy with a big belly walking down my street the other day, and my daughter was like, "Oh, look, that's Dad." My son actually corrected her and was like, "That's not Dad." But yeah, that hurts a lot. So that like put it in perspective that like what they see, that's bad. So the diet's going well though. Lost about 10 pounds.
All right.
And then I also almost pooped my pants.
Almost pooped.
I didn't tell you guys the full story. I told you guys that it was a emergency that I pulled my pants down and did the spin move and just barely dunked it and almost rimmed it out. The full story is I didn't just barely get into the toilet. I pooped on the floor a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I don't really know what to say other than it was really bad.
Well, these bathrooms here suck anyways.
It was.
I blame the toilet. If you had Jake's toilet, I bet
Well,
you would have made it.
it was at home, but it was the thrill of victory, agony of defeat moment because I thought I had made it.
Mhm.
And then I was sitting on the toilet, and then I looked down on the floor, and I was like, wait a second. I'm like, uh-oh.
You're gonna
How'd that poop get there?
You're gonna be seeing like a phantom poop there every time you go into that bathroom.
It was bad.
That's where it was.
It was bad. I didn't poop my pants, but almost worse.
Mm-hmm.
Pooped on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Max, do you have one?
Sure. I've had a cough for like 6 weeks now. I can't get rid of it.
Long
I think
COVID?
I just have it forever. Yeah, no, that's not a thing anymore. And
Long COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing
Everyone treat Max and give him remedies for long COVID.
All right, thank you. And the last one is it's a small problem,
Which
but
is weird because he's gotten vaccinated 7 times.
Yeah, that's true. But
vaccinated.
I bought a new like bed frame, and it's like a cheap one that doesn't have like a headboard or anything. It's just like it gets your bed off the floor, and it doesn't have like slats. And I move around in my sleep, so like my box spring slides off of the bed like midway through my sleep.
When you say you move around a lot in your sleep, do you mean like in your bed or to like the next bedroom next door that you move?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why
mean
don't you
in
just
my
sleep in
bed.
your girlfriend's bed, roommate's bed?
I live in Chicago now. So.
Oh, okay. But I wouldn't put it past you to just hop on a flight while sleepwalking. Sit up in her bed again.
Max moves around a lot. He fondles feet.
Yeah. Feet guy.
That's also not true.
We saw a picture.
Yeah.
Wait, so Max, hold on. So your bed, you get in your bed at night, you sleep, and then you wake up and it's just completely off.
It's not off of. It's like halfway off. So like,
this also might be
You're
lose
violent.
weight.
You're a violent sleeper. It sounds.
Is that
like.
I think it's
like
a lose weight.
It's like,
if you're
how?
rolling in bed, moves the mattress. That's a lot of force.
But what if it? I think it's just like a violence.
Yeah, I think it's a violent thing. I think that you're a violent roller. Well, probably with all
It's
the
like,
news that's been going on for your favorite teams, you're bottling it all up and it gets out in your sleep.
Maybe. I've never thought of. I didn't think about this as a weight thing. It could be.
I think
it could be.
I
A
think
weight
it always
thing.
goes like me pooping on the floor is a weight thing.
Yeah.
My kids pointing to fat people and being like, "Look, there's daddy." That's a weight thing. There's a lot of weight things.
Okay.
My treadmill almost exploding every time I go
Yeah.
over 5 miles an hour.
Treadmills are.
There's once you realize.
You've also signed me up for this 5K. That's a real Fyre Fest. That
Oh,
is just
yeah.
like a future.
Max is running
I'm
the
not
Paws
worried.
Chicago 5K. So is Memes.
Are we all doing that?
Yeah. I have to.
Wait,
I
I'm
did
running the 5K?
You don't have to PFT. College football show is that weekend, so I'm not going to be able to attend. But Max is running, Hank is running, Memes is running, Jake is running, White Sox Dave is running.
I'm going to give it.
Should I be running?
If you want to. I'm not going to make you. I've made everyone else.
Just because
You can take my spot if you want PFT.
That might be the weekend where I do my marathon.
Max
Don't tell
gets
anybody.
$5,000 if he runs under 33 minutes.
I hate that you're saying that because I'm not going to be able to run under 30. I'm not going to be able to do that, and I can't do that.
Why not? Not with that attitude, you can't.
I'm telling you right now.
That's a very slow.
You kind of don't want to do that because you're going to get a check for $5,000.
No, I would
at a charity.
No,
event,
I would. I
and
already
then you're
said
gonna
that.
be
I would.
like, no, I'm keeping it.
Like I don't
already-
even want to say
this-
that I would give it to them because I'm not going to be able to finish it, so I can't give it to. I
This-
can't
and
give
also-
them something that I'm not going to.
Also,
get.
you hate dogs.
This actually happened though because when we were doing,
Yeah.
I was doing a video for Stella Blue and I just randomly said Max is going to run it and he gets 5K if he does it under 33 minutes. And he said, "Well, I'm just going to donate it to Paws." And I said, "Well, I'll just match." So now I actually would owe 10K.
So
but
he's not.
It's not gonna happen.
Matt,
so it's
this-
zero.
it's
and
very-
I feel
it's very
and I feel
sad
bad for the dogs.
It's very sad that you've resigned the fact that you can't run an 11-minute mile.
I can run one 11-minute mile.
Can you?
What is it, like 3?
I don't actually. I don't
3.1.
even know.
3.1.
Yeah, I could run an 11-minute
Dude,
mile.
11-minute miles not that fast.
No, but 3. Like the
Point one.
Yeah, like the distance is gonna. I'm going to end up. I'm gonna get an injury. Like my back is gonna come out.
That would be so funny.
Like it's gonna. I'm not a distance runner.
That's not that far, and it's 11 minutes.
So
a mile.
far.
What's the best way to train for this?
Run. I
I'm not
practice
gonna,
running.
I also refuse.
Max,
to do
what about
that.
this? What if I ran it the day before with a timed and then you just got to beat me?
I'm not going to beat you. You've run. I've never run 3 miles in my life, and the most.
I haven't run 3 miles in 15 years.
Wrong. You did it on. You did it.
Oh yeah, I did do it at the Super Bowl. Yeah, on the treadmill. Yeah, true.
But treadmill's different.
I am a sneaky
Yeah.
beast. I forgot I'm a sneaky beast.
Correct.
Built different.
I've tried to run 3 miles, and then I got like a mile. And this was like at my most
Shin
athletic
splits.
too. At my most athletic.
Max, what if I ran it with you and you only have to beat me by 10 minutes? If you can beat me by 10 minutes, I'll kick in 5K.
Wait. He has to beat you by
Or
10 minutes?
I'll spot him 10 minutes.
No, don't. That 5 minutes.
I'll spot you 10 minutes.
I don't think I can do it.
You don't think?
I don't think I can physically. Like,
All right, well,
like the
you know
time
what? The
doesn't
best part
exist.
is the best part about all this. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. Okay, the line is set.
Memes, you don't have to run it if you can make sure that you can film Max the whole time.
Well, that running has to be running it.
No, he could get on a bike.
I don't
Actually,
think
no,
they allow
PFT,
bikes.
you should ride the front seat of a tandem bike, and Memes will ride the backwards.
They probably don't allow bikes in a 5K on the race course.
I think they will. If we just go last.
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna run it, and Max, that's the goal. If you beat me, if you can cover a 10-minute spread against me, 5,000 charity.
The only way it would work is if I could give myself breaks in those 10 minutes.
Well, you can.
You can.
Yeah.
The clock still goes, but
The clock still goes.
No, but
yeah.
we start at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't know what my finish time's going to be.
Got
I
it.
need you to run
Got
a
it.
25-minute mile, 5K.
I can do that. If you get, when is it?
September 9th.
It's the day before NFL Sunday.
So like
week
3
1.
weeks?
Yeah.
I'm also going on vacation next week.
I'm bulking. That's
or not
tough.
next week. 2
Yeah,
weeks.
no, PFT, don't just make him run the 33.
No. I said it. I'll stand by it.
Okay.
I just need a course map so I can scout out where the water stations are.
Oh my God. Okay. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be very fun.
Jake, wait, that was you doing a bit?
No.
Okay.
Always be ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Numbers. Memes, you ever gotten this?
18.
69.
20. Memes has 1.
8.
Memes is going to get this one.
88.
Just kidding.
Pool's 88.
88 degrees.
Love you guys.
The Eiffel Tower gets taller in the summer.